Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Good evening, ICC family, and Roll Tide. Welcome to the Choice Pawn pregame show and this presentation of ICC Athletics on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com as the Indians step out of division play to take on Pearl River on Military Appreciation Night in Fulton. Hi, everyone. I'm Adam Gore, and joining me in the ICC Foundation booth is ICC Foundation Director, Mr. Jim Ingram. Now, Jim, the Indians are looking to rebound from last week's loss at number 1 East Mississippi, while the Indians lost 48-24. That final score really and truly doesn't tell the true tale of how that game went at East Mississippi. East Mississippi, of course, going to the air late in that ball game after it was no longer in doubt to tack on 2 extra touchdowns to kind of impress the pollsters, I guess, to keep that number 1 spot.
Adam, let me say this. The ICC Indians, even though we're 1-3 offensively, we played excellent in every quarter of all 4 games. We were putting up some great points. I thought our defense played pretty well, and it got away from us a little bit in the fourth quarter. You and I questioned some calls from the officials. You know, we were playing on the road, and there was some questionable calls, but we still were very competitive. I thought we improved last week, even though we lost.
Absolutely. Well, the good thing is that was then, and tonight is now. The Indians are a very deceiving 1-3 on the season with a pair of losses coming down to the final possession of the game with Gulf Coast and Hines before knocking off the number 5 team in the country in Northwest. It was a close game here in Fulton that finally a close game went the way of the good guys.
No doubt about it, Adam. We don't want to get too far ahead, but that was a big win in the North for us beating Northwest. If we can take care of business now, keep winning our games at home, find a way to win on the road, then maybe we can get into the playoffs. That's down the road, but we got an opportunity.
Absolutely. Now, on the flip side of the coin, as we get to know our foe, brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union here on the Choice Pawn pregame show. Pearl River's coming to Fulton after a 42-16 loss to Hines to move to 2-2 on the year. The Wildcats opened the season with a 27-21 win over Northeast before dropping a 32-21 decision to Northwest and losing 59-40 at East Central. Now, Mr. Jim, kind of your thoughts on the Wildcats?
You know, they're very, very competitive. You know, they're coming in here, they're 2-2, as you mentioned, Adam. They've run the ball extremely well. They're known for running the football. We got to be ready tonight. We're at home. We need to take care of business. But they're competitive. Hey, everybody in JUCO ball can play. You got to be ready every Thursday or Saturday night.
Absolutely. They have 3 players that's rushed over for 200 yards this season. Ron Thompson is their leading rusher at 302 yards and 1 touchdown on 48 carries. Now, freshman Mavron Quinn has taken over as the starting role of the quarterback after Justin Agner, who started the first 2 games of the season. Now, we don't know if that's because of an injury or what, but Quinn is a run-pass threat quarterback, having thrown for 338 yards and rushed for 242. Now, the Wildcats moved the football on offense. They're averaging 444 yards of offense, and they can put points on the board too, Mr. Jim. They average right around 31 points a game. Defensively, the Wildcats, well, they're stingy. They've surrendered an average of 299 yards per game, but shockingly, though, they've given up 34 points a night. So with the Indians giving up 37 points per game, somebody's going to have to step up defensively, Jim, to figure out who wants to win this game.
No doubt about it. In Pearl River, you said that the total yards against them is not bad. They're giving up some big plays that are putting points on the board.
Now we know a little bit more about our foe, the Pearl River Wildcats, thanks to the ICC Baptist Student Union. Brother Chris Burrows and company, always proud to sponsor ICC Athletics here on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com. When we come back with the Choice Pawn pregame show, we'll step inside Coach's Corner, presented by Little Caesars, and get Coach Sean Cannon's keys to victory, being brought to you by the Bank of Okolona. Back with more of the the Choice Pawn pregame show after this.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
With Farm Bureau, you're getting local agents, great auto rates, and fast, friendly claims.
Great. Glad I went with Farm Bureau.
No, it's Farm Bureau. Say it with me. Farm. You know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, you're all set.
See? That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
For coverage you can't beat. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Welcome back to the Choice Pawn pregame show as we continue the countdown to the First American National Bank opening kickoff between your ICC Indians and the Pearl River Wildcats. We want to say a special hello to those listening on FM 95 Sports. Remember, folks, you can hear the hits of yesterday every day on FM95radio.com. Also, a special shout out to Miss Tina Harlow back in the studios in Amory. She's got her hands full when she has to deal with us every time.
Tina does an outstanding job. Of course, she's busy, I think, on Friday nights when she's doing Amory football. So we appreciate everything she does.
Absolutely. Earlier this week, Assistant Sports Information Director Lee Adams had a chance to catch up with Coach Sean Cannon to talk about tonight's matchup with the Wildcats as we step inside Coach's Corner, being presented to you by Little Caesars.
Another big game this week. You do step out of North Division play, but of course, anytime you play anybody in this league, it's a tough game. So just talk a bit about Pearl River and what kind of threats they bring to the table.
Yeah, we went down there last year. Don't know if we got off the bus in the first quarter. I think it was 20-0 first quarter, but our kids settled down and won a big game down there last year. And it's a historic program. They won a lot of ball games. When you think JUCO football, you really think in the past of being Pearl River. And we're going to bring a good football team here. Got a two-headed quarterback that they play. That's a 1-2 punch for them. Very multiple offensively, defensively bring a lot of pressure. A lot similar to what Northwest does a little bit, and it's be a big challenge for us. Got to make some plays in the special teams. That's one area that I think that they've been a little bit up and down in their play. As special teams had a kick block for a touchdown against Northwest, and Hines last week had some big kick returns on them. So we got to be able to take advantage of things they do in special teams, and and be ready to go make some plays.
Okay, well, you touched on it a little bit there, Coach, but just give us your Bank of Oklahoma keys to victory. What's it going to take to beat the Wildcats?
Well, we got to go in. You're looking back at last week, the turnovers were equal. We had 2, they had 2, so that really didn't affect us. But you go back to the rushing. It's really one thing that we've been harping on this week. I know they're going to come in and try to run the football, which I would if I'm an opponent on us, to see if we can stop it, and that's been a big emphasis for us. We've got to make first downs. Had our situations last week. We could have been in that situation to keep the chains moving. We didn't make that done, so that's been one emphasis this week. So I think staying on the field offensively and then staying off the field, getting off the field on third down defensively. You do those two things, I believe, is very important to your success. Second thing, I think, got to tackle. We've got to get people down on the ground. That's something that's a work in progress with us daily, but we work on it. And it's all across the country. I watched a lot of football this past weekend, and it's not just the Indians. Everybody else is in the same boat, so we practice on that hard this week. And, we got to be sound in special teams. Last year we did some good things against them, and like I said, they're a little bit up and down in the way they play special teams. So we got to make, just like the challenge was against Northwest. We told them we had make 3 big plays in the kicking games, which we did. Had the kickoff return, had the block kick, and then had the fumble on the punt there. So it's going to take big plays on both sides of the ball, because this is a big play offense, and they take a lot of risk on defense. So they can create some negative plays. We got to be ready to weather that storm as well.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you, and good luck to you.
All right, appreciate it.
And those, Mr. Jim, there you heard Coach Cannon's Bank of Okalona's keys to victory. What are your keys to victory for the Indians tonight, Mr. Jim? Of course, as always, Mr. Jim's keys to victory being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation.
Adam, he's right. Coach Cannon mentioned, we're having trouble tackling, but everybody's having trouble tackling right now. And so they've worked on those drills this week, try to get the people on the ground. And he made a good point. Special teams is extremely important tonight in the game. We have some good special teams last year against Pearl River at Pearl River. We need to find a way to do that again tonight. Special teams and tackling.
Absolutely. And those are Mr. Jim's keys to victory for the Indians tonight against Pearl River. Now, when we come back with the Choice Pond pregame show, we'll take a look at tonight's starters for the Indians, brought to you by Coke and the fine folks at the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Back with more on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza. At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow! Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh cut ground beef, $1.88 per pound. And russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, just $2.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Man, if they sold these pretzel dogs at the stadium,
oh, everybody would love it.
Getting a hot dog on a premium pretzel bun with melted cheese sauce and crispy bacon here.
Oh, no thanks, I already got one.
The summer's biggest hit is the premium pretzel dog. This is how you Sonic.
No one loves the new Dunked Ultimate Chicken Sandwich more than two-time dunk champion Zach LaVine.
That's right.
Except maybe two-time dunk champion Zach LaVine from the future.
I have 2 sandwiches.
No one dunks like Sonic.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Nah, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seed.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with the Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Dan Ellington, quarterback, Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Kadarius Forsythe, running back, West Point, Mississippi.
Aaron Scholler, offensive line, Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Devontae Willis, right guard, Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Jarvis Smithy, center, Tupelo, Mississippi.
Preston Haynes, offensive line, Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Jalen Gallimore, offensive line, Batesville, Mississippi.
Terry Williams, wide receiver, It'll Bend, Mississippi.
Christian Salisbury, wide receiver, South Haven, Mississippi.
Malik Honeycutt, wide receiver, Tallahassee, Florida.
Jamel Thomas, wide receiver, Columbia, Mississippi.
Travis Sala, defensive end, Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Sterling Stone, defensive lineman, Birmingham, Alabama.
David Little, defensive back, Saltillo, Mississippi.
B.J. Williams, corner, Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Quincy Hurd, safety, Hamilton, Mississippi.
Devin Hollins, defensive back, South Haven, Mississippi.
Jarvis Hayes, outside linebacker, Slocum, Alabama.
Dalen Fox, linebacker, South Haven, Mississippi.
Charles Moore, linebacker, Kansas City.
Q Lot, outside linebacker, Grenada, Mississippi.
Best pizza, New York style.
No way. Chicago deep dish.
Nah.
White pie.
Half veggies, half meat.
Just cheese.
No, pepperoni.
Extra crunchy.
Chewy. Has to be gluten-free.
Top it with arugula.
No, basil.
Eggplant. Dude, really?
That's not pizza. Come on.
Pizza. And a Coke.
You got that right. 2 Cokes, please.
My pizza goes best with a Coke.
An ice cold Coke.
Only with a Coke.
And welcome back to the Choice Pond pregame show. For those of you that are listening on FM 95 Sports, don't worry, your radio is not messing up. It's the Care Flight delivering the game ball here this evening on the field at ICC. Always a tradition, part of the Military Appreciation Night as well. And Mr. Jim, we have a very special individual to, being the honorary captain tonight, Mr. Miles, the only surviving POW still in Itawamba County.
It's a special night, Adam, and this makes it special with, of course, the ball being delivered at midfield by the helicopter and Mr. Miles being here tonight. We want to honor our veterans and their families. They're always welcome here at the college, and of course they're welcome tonight. They all got in free if they needed to. We want them to come to college. We support them every day.
Absolutely, and Mr. Jim, that's one thing that has kind of been the message across campus this week, with it being Military Appreciation Night, is showing our appreciation for those that have some of them that's paid the ultimate sacrifice. Their family paying the sacrifice of not having their loved ones with them, the ones that go out and risk their lives so you and I can sit on a radio station for the next 3 hours and talk about football, so fans can come to a football game and enjoy it. It's a hot topic right now, one that we won't indulge our opinions on.
Right.
But at ICC, we feel it's very important to show the love, appreciation for those that have made Itawamba Community College possible.
No doubt about it. We're going to show our love and our concern and our appreciation to our veterans like we're doing tonight, and I can assure you that we'll do this every year and have an appreciation for our veterans, which do a super job for our community, for Itawamba Community College, and everyone here.
Absolutely. We're going to take another break here on the Choice Pond pregame show. A great sign here as everybody in the stands for ICC on their feet applauding Mr. Miles, as we said, the lone surviving POW here in Itawamba County. We're going to take a break and be back with more of the Choice Pond pregame show right here on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pond loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pond in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePond.com.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.
Today, you are connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected, which is easy with convenient locations in your community. Understanding that sometimes you need to speak to real people with real answers. Banking partners with the services you desire, who understand how you want to bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pond loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pond in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePond.com.
Great opportunity tonight. Play within yourself. Just do what you've been coached to do, man. Block the right people. Throw the ball, catch the ball, get up the field, kick it, snap it, run on defense, and tackle. There's no secret formula how we're going to beat their butts. It's just we are going to be better than they are tonight.
Quincy Hurd with a big-time hit and a big-time play. What a block.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese. Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow! Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh cut ground beef, $1.88 per pound. And russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, just $2.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Today, you are connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected, which is easy with convenient locations in your community. Understanding that sometimes you need to speak to real people with real answers. Banking partners with the services you desire, who understand how you want to bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just a little bit behind that 7 o'clock kickoff for the First American National Bank opening kickoff. Mr. Jim, your final thoughts here before we get things started in Fulton.
Adam, it's a big game tonight. We're coming in 1-1. Of course, this is out of conference again, out of the South Division, but we want to take care of ourselves at home tonight, playing a very competitive Pearl River team. We need to start out fast. As we mentioned earlier, special teams is big tonight. Let's find a way to win at home.
Absolutely. The Indians breaking out a new look tonight. They're breaking out the white helmets. On one side is the traditional Indian helmet, and on the other side is numbers. So the first time we've seen that look, at least that I can remember, at least. I know we haven't broken out this year, maybe last year. Pearl River won the toss. They elected to defer. ICC will receive the kick to start the ball game. Pearl River in all white. Got a little maroon and gold mixed in with it as well. White helmets. And there's all kinds of confusion. Pearl River's coming up to line up on their side, or the side that ICC is set to return on to kick it. So either way it goes, once we get everything settled here, we'll have the First American National Bank kickoff coming your way here shortly. We want to remind everybody, when you're looking for banking options in the city of Fulton, follow the flag, the giant American flag out there near Walmart. That's going to be the home of First American National Bank here in Fulton. So we're just moments away from that kickoff here. It'll be Salisbury, and I believe that's going to be number 28, Keyshawn Hurd, back to return the kick here from Pearl River, as this is going to be number 37 for the Wildcats, and that's going to be Mark Johnson set to tee this one off. And here we go. It's football night in Fulton. Kick is going to be taken at the 4-yard line by Christian Salisbury, trying to get upfield. Now breaks to the outside. One missed tackle. Salisbury's got some speed, looking to cut back up the middle. And good angle taken that time by the Wildcats. But, Mr. Jim, a good return there by Slash, getting things started the right way for the Indians. Gets the ball out across the 35 down to the 36-yard line, where the Indians will have it. 1st and 10.
Good return by Salisbury. As you mentioned, Adam, we got the ball at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's take the ball down the field. Let's jump on them early.
With this ICC first down, we remind you, for all your insurance needs, give Joey Cox a call, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, at 662-401-7732, or stop by and see him there at 710 South Adams Street in Fulton. Dan Ellington is your quarterback. 3 receivers near side, 2 up top. Ellington gets the pass. Quick out is going to be complete. That's Terry Williams on the far sideline. Gets out of bounds, and a solid pickup there on first down.
No doubt about it. Terry Williams is averaging in double figures completions per game. He's been outstanding for us this year. Starting out hot again, Adam.
Absolutely. Last week, catching nearly 200 yards on 16 receptions against the number 1 team in the country. The Indians wasting no time as they come to the line of scrimmage after that pickup of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 here for the Indians. And it's going to be Ellington electing to run, and the Wildcats were ready for that one that time. Maybe a pickup of a half a yard to bring up 3rd down. Let's call it a short 2, long 1 to go here for ICC.
Crosby on the tackle, the sophomore from Biloxi. 6'4", 220-pound linebacker, good-looking kid, made the tackle. As you mentioned, Adam, no gain, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, they're going to officially mark it as no gain on the play here for the Indians. So ICC with a conversion down here. 3rd down and 2 early on in the contest. Ellington gets the snap. The give is going to be to Forsythe. Forsythe lowers his head and just runs over the man from Pearl River and then just powers his way out to the 50-yard line. Jim, what a run there by Forsythe.
He showed some power. He got hit a yard away from the 1st down, Adam. Kept his feet churning, got a little help from his offensive lineman, picked up 4 additional yards, as you said. 1st down, Indians. The ball's at their own 49. 13:30 left in the 1st quarter. No score. ICC 0, Pearl River 0.
So the snap a little high. Ellington's able to get it. Quick out is going to be complete, and the Indians just moving the ball with good, haste here early. That pass was to Honeycutt, and that looks like it's going to be a gain of 11. Yes, it is. And so that gain of 11 will be another 1st down here for the Indians. And the ball is at the 40-yard line. Jim, the Indians moving well early.
Looking good.
Give is going to be to Forsythe on 1st down. Forsythe bounces off a couple of guys, rolls forward, and gets across the 35-yard line. Let's see where they officially mark it. They're going to mark it down at the 34. So a nice gain there by Forsythe.
2nd and 4. Indians driving. 2nd and 4 here early in the 1st quarter. 13 minutes left, no score.
Pedal to the metal here for the offense for the Indians, as now they're going to look to the sideline to get the call. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Forsythe still the running back. Now switches to the right side of Ellington. Out of the shotgun. Now it's going to go in motion towards the bottom of your screen for those watching on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Pass over the middle, just too far, like it was intended that time for Terry Williams. It was. Pass falls incomplete. So to bring up a 3rd down and 4 situation here for ICC. 12:41 to go in the 1st quarter. We're scoreless. ICC and Pearl River.
Adam, big play here. As you mentioned, 3rd down, 3rd and 4. We're on their 34-yard line. Probably 2-down territory. Too far for a field goal, maybe too short for a punt. But, hey, let's get 1st down on the 3rd down play.
Absolutely. So Mr. Jim calling for that 1st down mark here. Indians in an offset, almost a pistol formation with an extra running back in the backfield. Give is going to be to Forsythe. Forsythe tries to cut it across the middle, tried to leap over a Pearl River defender. It is going to be tackled and brought down. So it's going to be decision-making time here for the Indians. Should be a 4th down. 4th down and 2. Actually going to move the marker back, so it's going to be a 4th down and 3 situation. But the Indians going to keep the offense on the field, say, let's go for it here. I like the call.
I do too, Adam. It'd be a 50-yard field goal, and I believe going forward here makes sense.
So Ellington awaiting the snap, going for the hard count. Pearl River did not bite on it that time. Ellington, that is, has 3 receivers on the far side of the field, 1 down here at the bottom. That's number 19, Malik Honeycutt. Forsythe, still your quarterback. Play clock down to 3 seconds. They get the snap off. Ellington, pressure coming over the middle. Looking to go deep instead of going for the 1st down. Jump ball situation. And that's going to pass is going to fall incomplete. Interesting play call that time, Mr. Jim. Going for the home run ball on 4th down instead of trying to just pick up the 2 or 3 for the 1st down.
I agree, Adam. He saw the blitz coming. Both linebackers came on the blitz. We did a good job picking them up. We didn't have anybody dragging across the middle. We had people going deep, and he tried a shot. Just didn't work. Hey, give Pearl River credit. They stopped us. We had a good drive at 1st and 10. Pearl River, the ball's at their own 33-yard line. 11:50 left in the 1st quarter. No score here at Eaton Field.
Well, Mr. Jim, just kind of a bad note for the Indians. Terry Williams, the leading receiver for the Indians, coming to the sideline, looked like to be shaken up on that last play. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 here for ICC. Pearl River getting their first possession of the evening. The ball is going to be at the 33-yard line. And as we said, Pearl River likes to run the football. They're out of that pistol formation. And there is flags early. Looks like they may have not been able to get the snap off in time, as we await to see what the call is here.
You're right, Adam. Delay of game.
So delay of game there, so to back them up 5 yards, bring up a 1st down and 15 for Pearl River. Jim, we had to wait and see. After last week, ICC was flagged 128 yards to only 25 of East Mississippi, so didn't know what the call was going to be there. They go play action. There's a hold, plain as day. No flag out on this one, and that's just going to be a tuck and run there for the Wildcats. And wow, you saw it right there, Mr. Jim. That was pretty big there on that hold. That's the Indians got pretty good penetration. It's like he picked up 2 on the play, so it's going to bring up a second down. Second down and 13 now here for the Wildcats.
Quinn's their quarterback, good-looking athlete, 6'3", 190-pound from Rouville Central High School. He's a freshman.
Yeah, as we said, he's got to start the last 2 games. Didn't get to start the first 2 games, so I'm not sure if that was injury-related. The give is going to be to the long running back, and now he's got a lot of running room to go. Tackled and brought down at the 45-yard line, and that's one thing that Coach Sean Cannon talked about in his keys to victory, Mr. Jim. If the Indians are going to get it done tonight, they're going to have to get it done by stopping the run.
You know, we made a good tackle there. He didn't get hit till he's 12 yards down the field. Great blocking up front. We got to play better defense, Adam.
45-yard line.
So Pearl River looking towards the sideline, trying to get the play call here. Once again, don't be surprised if they just keep this thing on the ground after picking that up in a chunk right there. Ball is at the 45. Nope, it's going to be a quarterback keeper this time. He's going to have the first down and then some. And so right now, Pearl River just picking it up in leaps and bounds. That was a gain of about 14 on the play that time. So it moves the ball to the 41-yard line, and Pearl River's getting it going early.
No doubt about it. He faked it to the tailback. Quarterback kept it around the left end. Good-looking athlete. Lott made the tackle, but Adam was 13 yards down the field. 1st and 10, Pearl River. The ball's at the 41 of ICC. No score first quarter.
Good crowd still making their way into the stadium here at Eaton Field. We do want to welcome those listening on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com. Give is going to be to the long running back. Man, he is just eating up yardage there. That could be close to another first down. And I think it will be, Mr. Jim.
Adam,
it will.
Right now, it's not that we're missing tackles. We're just not there. Their offensive line right now is dominating us. We got to make some adjustments.
Yeah, you take a look at that offensive line, and it's pretty big up front. So the Indians have got to find a way to get some adjustments and see if they can find a way to stop this run. So far, that was the shortest yards other than the quarterback having to scramble, and that was 10 on the carry. So Pearl River marching down the field. And this time, a little play-action fake, and the Indians come up expecting run, and they just pass a quick slant route and get the ball inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line, is where Pearl River will have it yet again with another first down.
Pass complete to West. Freshman wide receiver from Hattiesburg. 1st and 10. Hurry up to the line here, Adam.
Quarterback keeper this time. The Indians read it, but miss a tackle in the backfield, and he's going to push his way, still bullying his way forward, and this is almost like a rugby match here as they just the offensive line get in there. There's going to be a late flag coming in on the play. And so hold everything. So a flag down, and the officials are going to talk this one over. We remind you when we talk about the flags, you remember to follow the flag here in Fulton to find all your banking needs. The giant American flag there in the parking lot of First American National Bank. Proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com. Let's take you to the field for the call.
After the play, personal foul, number 72 of the offense, 15-yard penalty, second down.
Well, Jim, that's a big penalty there against Pearl River. Personal foul penalty after the play was over. For those watching on Let's Go ICCTV.com, you saw the young man from Pearl River just come up after the play and shove the ICC player. Not the type of penalty you want there deep in the Indian territory. But the thing about it is, though, at the same time, hey, if you're bullying him around, don't do it after the play, but do it during the play.
Right.
So it'll be a first down and 15 here. The Indians, that's how Pearl River started this drive. The Indians, though, could not find a way to get them stopped here. So the ball now is going to be marked at the 18-yard line where Pearl River will have it with a first down and 15. Man in motion. Movement up front by the Indians, and that's going to be a free play coming up here. Pass is going to be complete and knocked out of bounds. And I believe that's going to be offsides on the Indians that time, Mr. Jim. Just trying to get an early jump. Couldn't get back quick enough as the flag is down, and I'll probably take the play here.
I think so, Adam. They picked up, I believe, about 12 yards.
And so we'll take you back to the field for the call.
Outside. Defense, number 44. That penalty is at the time. Third down.
Is it third down or second down?
It's going to be third down. Well, Yeah, so 3rd down and 4 is the situation here. So the Indians defense needs to find a way to bend, but don't break here. 3rd down and 4. Pearl River with it, knocking on the door. Handoff. No, it's actually going to be a pass. The Indians in the backfield once again miss a tackle, but they get there and stack him up at the line of scrimmage. Great job on the delayed blitz that time, Mr. Jim. Able to shake up the play a little bit, and then was able to get out and make the play. So now it's going to be decision-making time here for the Wildcats. As it'll be 4th down and about 4. It looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit.
Adam, it should be a short field goal. Let's see. They marked the ball at the 7-yard line. We're looking at a 24-yard field goal attempt.
So we'll await the attempt here for the Wildcats. Good job by the Indians defense so far, holding them to a field goal attempt. So we're going to call it a 24-yard field goal attempt here for the Wildcats. Snaps back. The kick nearly blocked, but the kick is good. So Pearl River strikes first at the 8:12 mark of the first quarter. We're going to take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top. Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as Adam Gore, Jim Ingram here on FM 95 Sports. 8:12 to play here in the first quarter. It was a 24-yard field goal by Pearl River to give the Wildcats the 3-0 advantage here early on. And Mr. Jim, the Indians had a chance, couldn't convert on 4th down to keep the drive alive. And I tell you what, impressive drive by Pearl River.
You're right, Adam. They got the 3 points, and we did catch a break. They had a big penalty, but we did not break. We bent. We got them 3 points.
Short kick's going to be fielded this time, and it's going to be little to no return on the play. So Pearl River not wanting to take a chance to kick one deep to our speedy returners. They elect to do the sky kick and maybe a return of about 1. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10. The ball is just going to be shy of the 30-yard line. Let's call it officially the 29 is where ICC will have it. 8:07 to play here in the first quarter. Pearl River with a 3-0 lead over the Indians.
Dalton Combs, the outside linebacker from Nettleton, returned that kick then, Adam.
And so Ellington is your quarterback. You got Forsythe in the backfield. 3 receivers near side. Play action fake. Dump it over the middle. That's Salisbury. Salisbury slips off one tackle. Fighting across the middle. Still has the football and a great catch and run that time by Christian Salisbury. Pickup of about 15. Yes, 15 on the play for Salisbury. So it's going to be a 1st down here for the Indians. Indians trailing 3-0. ICC trying to pick up the pace here. Dinkins is now in at running back, and the pass is out complete to Malik Newman. No, that's not right.
No. Honeycutt. Outside receiver. Good pass, good catch. Adam, we picked up, I believe, 6 yards there. 2nd down, 2nd, 4 for Indians. Down 3-0. First quarter, 7:35 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, once again, trying to do the replays is replaying last week's game instead of this week's game. Yeah, not what we're looking for there. So 2nd down and 4. And there's a pass over the middle. That's Malik once again, and that's going to be another 1st down for the good guys.
Good pass and catch. Good job of Dan Ellington. Found Honeycutt across the middle. 1st and 10, Indians. The ball is a 33 of Pearl River. Pearl River 3, Indians 0, 7:05 left in the first quarter.
So Ellington quickly to the line of scrimmage. Give is going to be, I believe this is Dinkins in the backfield. Minimum gain there on 1st down, but a positive handoff that time. Looks like a gain. Actually, I say minimum. Almost a gain of 5. Yes, a gain of 5 on the play.
Good blocking by the interior lineman of ICC. Good looking drive right now, Adam. Got to keep it going.
So that's going to be Ellington coming back to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion coming to the bottom of your screen is Christian Salisbury. Looking to go deep. Got a man. Jump ball, touchdown, Indians. Big time play there. Beautiful pass by Ellington. That was Honeycutt on the reception. A 29-yard touchdown and a big answer quickly that time by the Indians.
Nice answer by the offense. Went down the field, 2 or 3 minutes, Adam?
Yeah.
We don't have the official results here, but about 5 or 6 plays, 2 or 3 minutes off the clock. 6-3 Indians, 6:32 left in the first quarter. Extra point pending.
And so waiting the PAT here. Comer's going to step into the kick. Had pressure, but gets it and through. So the Indians answer quickly that time to pick up a 7-3 advantage. We said it, ladies and gentlemen, we could have a wild one tonight, and it's shaping up to be that way so far. Timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. Hear a few words from our sponsors. Back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com and FM 95 Sports.
When I grow up, I'm going to redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. ICC answers quickly on a 29-yard touchdown pass from Ellington
to Honeycutt.
Malik
Honeycutt. Caught several in that series in, Adam.
He did. He pretty much marched down the field that time. And so it's now 7-3, the lead for ICC. Having to take my notes here and get the clock set up as well. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. ICC with a 7-3 lead here over Pearl River. This kickoff is going to be taken at the 10-yard line by Pearl River. Looking to break it to the outside. It's got a big hole up the middle, but the Indians close that quickly as the ball is down now to the 35-yard line, where it'll be first down. First down and 10 here for the Wildcats.
Good job again by Combs. And Nettleton made the tackle. He's returned to kickoff. Now he's made a tackle on the kickoff.
So it'll be a first down and 10 here for the Wildcats. The Wildcats, Mr. Jim, had no problem moving the ball via the ground attack, but the Indians defense tightened up in the red zone.
We did tighten up. Got a break on a penalty, but still we tightened up, forced a field goal attempt. And that's why we stand 7-3. Indians up, 6:25 left in the first quarter.
And there's going to be another flag down.
Flag down before the snap on the play.
Mr. Jim, I'm going to let you take it to the field. I've got to explain something real quick.
Yes, sir. I believe it's a legal procedure again against Pearl River to start out this series. We'll get the official call. It is a legal procedure against Pearl River. It'll be first down. It'll be 1st and 15 now for Pearl River from their own 30-yard line. Again, we're early in the ball game. 6:24 left in the first quarter. ICC 7, Pearl River 3.
Thank
First
you,
and
Mr.
15. First and 15, Adam.
So it is a first down and 15 situation here for the Wildcats. That's the way they started the last drive as well. As the Wildcats now looking to the sideline. A little confusion on the play. Play clock down to 8 seconds. Lineman looking back 4 seconds now. And they're able to get the snap off. Looking to pass. Pressure coming, and now the quarterback's going to tuck and run. A whole lot of green grass to go. And that's going to be enough for the first down. He's still trying to break forward. And he's going to get out across the 45-yard line down to the 46. And so a very positive pickup there. And once again, Jim, had him in the backfield, couldn't make the tackle. And that's one thing that Coach Cannon talked about. Indians have got to start doing a better job, not a little bit, a better job of doing.
No doubt about it. This is a very athletic quarterback, and he just got away from us that time, Adam.
And so ICC leading Pearl River 7-3. Coming up on 6 minutes of play here in the first quarter. This is a non-division game, the last non-division game of the season here for the Indians. That should be false start on the offense. So we'll see what the officials call here. Flag is down. Looked like maybe one of the offensive linemen's getting an early jump there for Pearl River. And that is going to be the case yet again, Mr. Jim. And maybe that's what they like. Maybe they like the first down and 15 situation.
Evident, because this is the third time in the first quarter in this situation.
7-3 is your score. 5:57 to play here in the first quarter. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram here in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth, along with Cal Brown, Austin Blansett running the camera here for Let'sGoICCTV.com. Lee Adams on the sideline taking photos for ICCImages.com. Raphael Henry shooting sideline footage. You can see that footage on our YouTube channel. Just search Let's Go ICC. Pearl River gets the snap. Going to be a handoff to the running back in the backfield. He is tripped and stopped after a minimum gain of about 1 on the play. Much better job that time by Mr. Jim, or excuse me, not by Mr. Jim, but by the offensive line or the defensive line of the Indians, Mr. Jim, getting that initial hit and bringing him to the turf.
He did. Tyree Brandt got blocked, got off his block, made a good tackle, stopped him only a gain of 1 yard, I think, Adam. Second down, 2nd and 14 for Pearl River.
So as Mr. Jim mentioned, 2nd and 14, Pearl River looking to the sideline to get the play call. Not getting them in too quick. They get set at the line of scrimmage with about 10 seconds to go in this one. Snap back is a good one, looking to pass. Pressure coming up the middle, and he's going to tuck and run again, and this time he's going to slide as he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, so let's call it a gain of 4 on the play. It's going to bring him 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats. So the Indians are getting pressure, but when you got a quarterback like the Wildcats who is comfortable, looks like to be more comfortable running the ball than throwing it, he's a very dangerous asset for the Wildcats.
No doubt about it. Adam, we brought in an extra linebacker. We've got a 3-man defensive line, 4 linebackers anticipating a pass with it being 3rd and 10.
Inside 4.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 3rd and 10, as Mr. Jim mentioned here for the Wildcats. The Indians defense trying to get off the field. Pressure coming off the edge. They do try to go that way, but it was batted down and blocked. Great job that time by number 23, Q Lott. Didn't get to the quarterback, recognized the ball was coming right back to him, jumped up, batted that one down. It's going to be 4th down and 10 now here for the Wildcats.
Good strategy. Even though we went to a 3-man line, we blitzed the linebacker from outside, got past the offensive tackle, and knocked the ball down. Great job by the Indians forcing this punt.
So it'll be a punting situation. This punt being brought to you by Little Caesars. Pressure up the middle, is able to get the kick off, and my, oh my, what a beautiful punt by Pearl River. A high spiraling kick. Fair caught by Terry Williams inside the 15-yard line, Jim. Beautiful kick that time, driving the Indians back.
Good job by Terry, because that's a left-footed kicker. It's got a different spin on it, Adam. Terry Williams still made a good job. Took the fair catch. 1st and 10 Indians are at their own 14-yard line. We're still in the first quarter. 4 minutes, 9 seconds left. ICC 7, Pearl River 3.
And so the Indians will come to the line of scrimmage. As it's going to be Dan Ellington, still your quarterback. 4:09 to go here. Ellington out of the shotgun, 4 receivers, 3 at the bottom of your screen. Play action. Going to try to set up that bubble screen to Terry Williams. It's complete. Williams stiffs arms. Another one out across the 25, now down to about the 30-yard line before he's struck out of bounds, slung down after the play. The officials are just going to say Terry tripped that time, giving the Wildcats a little benefit of the doubt. But a big-time play, and that's going to be another 1st down for the Indians. Good play call that time, a gain of about 15 on the play. As the ball gets out to the 30-yard line, would it be a 1st down and 10?
Good job by the Indians. They faked the screen to the right, came back left, had the blockers out in front. Terry Williams did the rest.
And this time it's going to be a give to Forsythe. Forsythe just out of a rocket on that carry that time. Looks like a gain of about 8 on the play. Big-time run by Forsythe.
Make it the 38-yard line.
So the ball out to the 38. It's going to be a 2nd down and a long 2, extremely short 3. Clock rolling here. The ICC leading 7-3 with 3:20 to play. This time it's going to be Ellington on the keeper. Thought about throwing the ball and faked it and gets across the 40 down to about the 39, and that's going to be another 1st down for the Indians.
Good job to Dan Ellington. Got the 1st down, Adam. Keep the chains moving. 3:10 left in the first quarter. ICC 7, Pearl River 3. ICC has the ball at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
That 1st down being brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, give Joey a call at 662-401-7732. That's 662-401-7732. Ellington out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. It's Forsythe in the backfield, or excuse me, that's Dinkins in the backfield, and Dinkins gets to carry. And it looks like Dinkins that time picks up 5. And Mr. Jim, the Indians looking pretty sharp on offense early.
Good blocking up front there. Also, the defense of Pearl River's playing the 3-4. He got to the 2nd level, Positive yardage, Adam. You mentioned 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 Indians.
So the Indians will come to the line of scrimmage. Ball is going to be right, and there's going to be a flag down. This is going to be towards the backfield of the Indians. Maybe a sideline warning. Yes, a sideline warning here on the Indians. So the first warning of the game for the Indians.
So there's no yardage taken away from us. But the second one will be 5 yards if we get another one.
Yep. Now, we didn't get that warning at East Mississippi. We got the flag and the 5 yards. So the clock rolling here. Slash is in motion. Passes out to him. Trying to get to the outside. Good read that time by Pearl River. As they just saw that one, that's where it was going. A little slow developing offensively for the Indians. A loss on the play. It's going to bring up a third down. And let's call this 8 to go.
Good job by the linebacker, Pearl River. He read the play, Adam. We lost 3 yards. As you mentioned, 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Indians. Possession play. We got the ball on our own 43-yard line. We're still up 7-3 here in the first quarter. 1:45 left in the first quarter.
Keegan Huddleston checks in at running back for the Indians. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Ellington, pressure coming. Now he's going to think about running, and he does do so. Lowers his head and just runs over the Pearl River player on the side, but Ellington celebrating across the way. Got to get to the sideline. Good stop by Pearl River, though. Is going to force it into a punting situation here for the Indians. It's going to be a 4th down and 5, as it looks like Ellington may have got those 3 yards back on the loss.
Good job of Pearl River. Let's give them credit where credit's due, Adam. They're forcing us to punt from our own 46-yard line. Hayden Franklin, the freshman, comes in to punt.
Hayden Franklin, a left-footed kicker. Don't see a whole lot of those. And this punt is going to be a driving kick end over end, and it's going to take a roll down to about the 24-yard line. Would have liked to see that one take a little bit of a bigger hop there for us, Mr. Jim. But either way it goes, a nice punt, and it's down inside the 25 at the 24. Well, Pearl River will have it with the 1st and 10. Want to remind everybody, next week we'll be back here on FM 95 Sports as the school from to the north and east of us comes to town, the rivals, Northeast. And ICC will tangle here at Eaton Field for the first time in 2 years. The last 2 years has been in Boonville. So ICC Northeast will be tangling here. We do invite you to join us in Fulton if you can't make it. The Choice Pond pregame show will be coming your way at 6:40. And the First American National Bank kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. They're going to ask to reset the play clock. So they did.
Adam, there's a new quarterback in.
And try to pick up
I think that's Justin Agner, who's been injured.
Looking to go deep on the first play. He's got a man. Jump ball situation. It's caught. Big time gain there. And Mr. Jim, you said it. Justin Agner steps in. And boy, that was a beautiful football. Play action. Drew it up big. And they just flipped the field in a hurry. Ball down from the 24 to the other 25.
He threw that ball a long way at him. Good pass, not bad coverage, good catch, good football play for both teams.
So ICC leading 7-3 now. Inside 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pearl River hurrying to the line of scrimmage. Agner, the new quarterback here for the Wildcats. 2 receivers on the far side of the field, 1 here at the bottom. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a give to number 24. And that's going to be a strong run there on 1st down, a gain of 4. So to bring up a 2nd down and 6. And we'll see if Pearl River elects to let that be the last play. They're hurrying to the line of scrimmage here. So it's going to be a 2nd down. 2nd down, actually, let's give them 2nd down and 8. Only a gain of 2 on the play. And that's going to do it for the first quarter play. ICC, Pearl River. The Indians lead it 7-3 after a 29-yard touchdown pass from Dan Ellington to Malik Honeycutt. We're going to take a break and come back with the second quarter of play here on FM 95 Sports. And let's go ICCTV.com. Back with more right after this.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
With Farm Bureau, you're getting local agents, great auto rates, and fast, friendly claims.
Great. Glad I went with Farm Bureau.
No, it's Farm Bureau. Farv. Say it with me. Farm.
Farv.
Ma. You know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, you're all set.
See? That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
For coverage you can't beat, Farm Bureau Insurance.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could.
With Farm Bureau, you're getting local agents, great auto rates, and fast, friendly claims.
Great. Glad I went with Farm Bureau.
No, it's Farm Bureau.
Farv.
Say it with me. Farm.
Farv.
Ma. You know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, you're all set.
See? That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
For coverage you can't beat, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as ICC and Pearl River getting set to start the second quarter of play.
Recipients tonight. Thank you.
7-3 is your score. As we're getting set to start the second quarter of play. Mr. Jim, your thoughts on the first quarter?
You know, the first quarter, both offenses started out very fast. We thought it was going to be a high-scoring game. Defense settled down. You know, we got a 7-3 lead. We're throwing the ball well on them, but we got to stop them here defensively.
Agner with the toss over the middle, just too tall, but that's going to be a pass interference call on the Indians. And I don't know if that football was necessarily catchable, Mr. Jim, but they say enough of the contact was made to warrant the flag. And you're going to see some of those arguments come out of the ICC backfield. Actually, they're going to say no, as it looked like they picked the flag up.
They picked the flag up.
So a good job by the head official to come in and say that ball was not catchable. We'll try to bring you some Renaissance Bank scoreboard updates throughout the evening. Or no, they're actually going to say it was pass interference. So that's going to be another first down here.
First and goal, Adam. First and goal for Pearl River. The ball's at our 8-yard line. You mentioned we're up 7-3. Second quarter just started.
We do want to thank those listening here on FM 95 Radio. I want to say a special thank you to Miss Tina Harlow back in the studio in Amory, doing a great job as always here for us on FM 95 Sports. So the ball is going to be on the 7-yard line where it's a first and goal situation here for the Wildcats. They're trying to retake the lead. They took a 3-0 lead early on a 24-yard field goal, trying to answer the bell here. Agner with it. Play action fake, and the running back was hit in the backfield, still able to fight forward. A nice run that time by number 24, Caleb Beatty, on the play. He's out of West Marion High School, Foxworth, Mississippi.
Dalen Fox, our linebacker, made a good play at him, knocked him down around, we'll say no gain. Second and goal, the ball's at the 8-yard line.
So 14 and a half to play here. So it's going to bring up a second down and goal. Actually, they're going to mark it for a loss of 1 as the ball marked back now to the 8-yard line. So the Indians defense, once again, needs to find a way to bend, but don't break. Jump ball to the corner of the end zone, too tall, and they're going to say incomplete. A lot of contact over there in the corner. No flag thrown.
Third down, third and goal. The ball's at the 8-yard line of the Indians. Pearl River has the ball. 7-3 here early in the second quarter. Your Indians are up 7-3. 14-13 left in the second quarter.
We do appreciate everyone tuning in here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. As the Indians
Adam, Pearl River just changing the play at the line of scrimmage, looking to the sideline. Third and goal, the ball's at the ICC's 8-yard line.
Going to have to hurry, maybe burn a timeout. No, they do get the play off. They give. It's going to be to the running back in the backfield, and he is going to be hit and dropped at about the 5-yard line. Nearly a delay of game call. The Indians, though, slash in there and get the stop.
They're going to try another field goal, Adam. They kicked earlier. They kicked, what, a 24-yarder. This is going to be, I think, a 22-yard attempt.
So, yeah, they're going to step in once again and try to get the field goal.
37, Mark Johnson comes onto the field to attempt the field goal.
And so, awaiting the kick here. There's a clock running. Awaiting the snap. taking a whole lot of time there. Pressure coming. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide right, and the Indians defense holds, Mr. Jim. A great job there by ICC.
Good job. They bent but didn't break. We still lead 7-3. We take over 1st and 10 Indians. Ball's at their own 20-yard line.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10. This 1st down being brought to you by your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, give Joey a call at 662-401-7732. Mr. Jim, I want to take during this timeout to remind you, ICC fans, don't forget, you can download the new Sonic app or sign up for exclusive text messages by texting Sonic 4389. That's Sonic 4389 to 876642. That's 876642. The reason why I say that is I got a text message yesterday, said it was 50 cents corn dog day. You know what I did for lunch, Mr. Jim?
You had a corn dog.
I had two.
Two of them. That
Yes.
makes sense.
Most definitely. So 13:29 to go here until halftime. The Indians awaiting the officials to do something out there. I don't really know what's the delay in the game right now, as the referee is talking to the head coach or the coaches over here at ICC. Sean Cannon getting an explanation of something here on the sideline.
As Adam mentioned, the 7-3 Indians are ahead. 13:29 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 Indians. The ball's at their own 20-yard line.
Hard wires in here. So that blue wire in there.
There is a delay of game. The officials are talking to the head coaches. We do not know what it is. As soon as we find out, we'll let you know.
So, yeah, not really sure what's going on here, but now it looks like we're ready to play. So the Indians kind of just huddling up in the backfield. It's going to be a 1st down and 10. 13:29 to play here. 7-3 is your score.
1st down and 10 for the Indians from their own 20-yard line. 1st down, Walker at the 30.
So the Indians with 3 receivers on the near side of the field. One up top. Dan Ellington is your quarterback, and it's going to be Forsythe in the backfield. Forsythe gets a carry, weaving his way through traffic, and looks like it's going to be a pickup of about 2 on the play, maybe 3, if the judge is, or sideline judge is generous. He's not.
You're right, Adam. 2nd and 8 Indians. 13:10 left in the second quarter. Your Indians are up 7-3 on Pearl River Wildcats. 13 minutes left in the second quarter. Ellington back to pass, a little bubble screen, complete to Williams. Adam, he had no place to go. Good defense by Pearl River. No gain. 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Indians.
Thank you, Mr. Jim. Trying to help Pearl River get their internet set up here. Coming up on 12:45 to go here until halftime. Good stop defensively that time by Pearl River. So 3rd down and 8, a possession down here for the Indians. Need to try to get something going here. Pearl River player jump, but he's able to get back before
the snap.
Before the snap, so he can reset here.
Ellington back to pass.
Yep, snap back is a good one. Ellington forced to scramble, throws it forward, and once again, Jim, great defense by Pearl River, taking away the deep options. And looks like they're going to say maybe the receiver went out of bounds, came back inbounds, as I see one of the officials with his hat off, and that's usually the signal there. They throw their hat to alert that the player had went out of bounds and came back inbounds on the play. So the officials just all out of sorts, even from the start of this drive. They took forever to spot the football as they were talking to the ICC coaching staff on the sideline. They're going to come back to the sideline and talk to the coaches here, and the referee will head to the side, and I don't know what's going on right now.
Wasn't the pass incomplete?
Well, the pass was caught
out of bounds,
and now they're talking to Pearl River's coaches across the sideline. Unless the flag is covered up by the sideline for ICC, let's take it to the field maybe? I don't know.
All right. Illegal touching. Get the offense. Lock it down to previous spot.
So that is going to be the call there. They just took a whole lot of time to figure out what they wanted to call illegal touching, so the receiver stepped out of bounds and was able to come back inbounds, but you can't do that in the game of football, so that will be a penalty on the Indians and a loss of down. And so a snap back on the punt here. This punt being brought to you by Little Caesars. A low kick is going to hit and roll, take an Indian roll inside the 30, still rolling, and going to die right about the 26-yard line is where Pearl River will have it after just a whole lot of discombobulation, but guess what, folks? There's another flag down on the field, so hold everything before we say the ball is on the other side of the field. The officials are going to talk this one over, and judging by the way the officials have worked so far, this one can take a while to figure out.
We're going to have to talk a lot tonight. That was a 52-yard punt for Hayden Franklin.
It was.
Got a good roll, no return. We hope it stands. We'll see.
So let's go to the field and see what they're going to call here. And it looks like it's going to be holding on the Indians, as they're still trying to figure this thing out here.
I'll be shocked if they decline it after we just kicked a 52-yard punt.
So let's go to the field. So they are going to throw the flag on the Indians. It is holding. And so that will back them up again, so the Indians will have to re-kick it here. Jim, if anything, it's just an opportunity to get off another booming kick. As you said, just a 52-yard kick that last time by Hayden Franklin unfortunately did not count, so we'll have another Little Caesars punt coming up here for Franklin.
He's back at his 17-yard line, Adam. We need a good kick.
And now the official's going to back it up even more here. So he'll be punting out of his own end zone as they officially mark the football. Looks to be at the 12-yard line. Is where the Indians will have it. 4th down and I'm not even going to add it up, a long way to go. Let's call it 4th down and about 18. Snap back's a good one. Franklin steps into it. High spiraling kick. And it's going to be called at the 50. And the Indians trying to get up and make a tackle. Can't do so. Return to about the 41-yard line. Good return of about 9 yards. Tell you what, he had to swallow a lot of pride to catch that kick and return, because there were about 3 Indians bearing down on him, but just could not make the play.
He did a good job doing it. It's another good punt. Hayden Franklin put a high punt. It was a 38-yarder. It would have been a 50-yarder if it hit the ground, but a good job by the Pearl River return man. Returned it for 9 yards. 1st and 10 Pearl River, that ICC's 41-yard line. 11:50 left in the second quarter. ICC 7, Pearl River 3.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Wildcats. 11:50 to play here in the second quarter. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the military appreciation performance here, or not performance, but ceremony at the half. Give is going to be to the lone running back, trying to get to the corner. Gets across the 40-yard line. Going to mark him down probably around the 38-39 is where Pearl River will have it after a minimum gain there on 1st down.
Purnell's the running back, 5'10", 210 pounds. A freshman from Poplarville. As you mentioned, Adam, the gain of about, we'll call it 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
So we're going to go with a 2nd and 8 situation here for the Wildcats. Looking to the sideline to get the play here. Clock is rolling in this one. 11:22 and counting to go. This is going to be a give in the backfield to number 30. Bounces off one tackle. Good job, though, by the Indians. One guy held him up. The rest of the guys came in. No gain on the play. Bring him a 3rd down. 3rd down and 8.
I think he actually lost a yard, Adam. Let's call it 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Good job by the Indian defensive line, stopping them. 3rd and 8. Wildcats, the ball's at ICC's 39-yard line. 10:55 left in the second quarter. ICC 7, Pearl River 3.
And Jim, right now the defense being called on once again not to break. And they've been called on a lot that way this season, especially with their backs against the wall. 3rd down and 8. Ball is on the 39. Agner looking to pass. Pressure coming. Wrapped up, hit, and dropped. That's a sonic sack there for the Indians. And a big-time play. I believe that might have been, was that 88 or 18?
Silo was also in there, but it might have also been number 88.
So
Jarvis Hayes, linebacker. You're right, Adam.
Jarvis Hayes and the Wildcats rushing the punt team on the field really don't have their offense off, and there could be flags down because 3 guys had not got off the field yet. So it's going to hit and roll, and it's going to take a Wildcat roll, then die at the 6-yard line where the Indians will have it. I tell you what, the Pearl River got a big-time break. There were still 3 offensive linemen on the field that had not got off the field yet.
They could have called that, Adam. No doubt about it.
So it's going to be a 1st down and 10. They're officially going to mark this at the 7-yard line where ICC will have it to even 10 minutes to go until halftime. Your score, ICC 7, Pearl River 3. ICC scored on a 29-yard touchdown pass from Ellington to Honeycutt. That was at the 6:32 mark of the first quarter. Pearl River took a 3-0 lead on a 24-yard field goal. That was at the 8:12 mark of the first quarter. And ever since then, we thought this could be a high-scoring game. And let's be honest, neither offense, after that opening drive, has looked that sharp.
They hadn't. It settled down. The defense has settled in.
So it'll be a first down and 10. Ellington looked like a run-pass option. Is going to keep it, lower his head, get across the 10-yard line down to about the 12 is where they will have it there. So it's going to bring up second down, and let's call it 5,
6-yard gain on the play.
6.
Make it 2nd and 4 for the Indians.
Actually, they're going to say a 6-yard gain on the play. So second down, and a long 4, short 5. Call it 4.5. 9:34 to go here. Ellington looking to pass. All the time in the world to throw. Pressure coming, avoids it now. He's going to think about running. He's going to try to get to the 15, and he does. Good job by Ellington that time. Very patient in the pocket that time. Couldn't find anybody to get open. And was able to race out to about the 16. So it's going to bring up a third down. Third down and 1 here for the Indians. Indians need to convert on this third down.
No doubt, Adam. We're backed up. We need to get this first down, get out of our goalpost. As we mentioned, back toward the goalpost. The 16-yard line, third down, 3rd and 1 Indians. They're up 7-3, 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
So Ellington bringing the troops to the line here. 9 minutes to play. Man in motion, and that's going to be Williams joining Ellington in the backfield. Give is going to be to Forsythe. No, it's going to be the option, and Ellington keeps, brings it across the 20, and that's going to pick up the first down. First time we've seen the option out the Indians all season. Almost a triple option that time. Fake to the running back, and the man in motion went with him. And good decision by Ellington to get upfield in a hurry, went straight, and picked up that first down.
Like you said, Adam went north and south, got a positive gain of 6 yards. 1st and 10 Indians.
That first down being brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Stop by and see him at 710 South Adams Street in Fulton for all your insurance needs. So a new set of downs here for the Indians. Play action fake. Ellington rolling out, looking to pass. Got a man going deep. And that's going to be a jump ball, and that's got to be a flag down. It is.
Pass incomplete. It was intended for number 19.
As it was intended for Malik Honeycutt. He was tackled at the 45. The ball fell at the other 45. Flag is down, so this will be a pass interference on the Wildcats. I don't know if that wasn't a bad decision by the player from Pearl River, because he had gotten beat on the play. So instead of giving up 20, 30, if not a touchdown, you just give up 15.
That's right. If you know you're beat and it's a passing play, instead of giving up 6 points, get the 15-yard penalty, and the coaches understand that.
Yeah, not a bad decision that time by the secondary player for Pearl River. So it's going to be a first down here for the Indians. Indians lead 7-3 here over Pearl River, a non-division matchup, the last non-division game of the year here for the Indians. Ellington is your quarterback. 2 receivers on the far side of the screen. There's 1 down low here near side. Give is going to be to the running back. That's going to be Forsythe. Forsythe pinballs off a couple of guys, gets up near the 40-yard line. I believe he's going to be just shy of the 40, as it's going to bring up a second down and about 7.
Up the middle to Kadarius Forsythe. Forward progress stopped at the 39.
Actually, they're going to give him the 39-yard line, so it's going to bring up second down and 8. Clock now inside 8 minutes to play. ICC with the 7-3 lead over Pearl River. Let's call it 7. With the ball across, so it's just about a half a football shot shy of the 40. So the Indians with 5 receivers, 3 on the far side of the field, 2 near side. Ellington surveying the defense, now comes out and makes some changes. Play clock down to 5 seconds, gets the snap back. Ellington now looking to throw. Pass out in the flats is complete near the 45-yard line. And let's see where they're going to spot the football. And they look like they're going to spot it on the 45, so that's going to bring up a third down. Let's call that third down and 2 maybe, Mr. Jim?
I believe so, Adam. 3rd and 2. Possession down. Nice looking drive so far here. We moved the ball out to our 44-yard line.
Yeah, not a good spot there.
Nope, 3rd and 3.
You'd think we're in scuba. 3rd down and 3 here. 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first half. ICC, once again, needing to convert here on 3rd down to give that defense a chance to rest and keep this drive alive. Ellington, your quarterback. Williams joins him in the backfield with Forsythe. And it's going to be a little confusion in the backfield. Ellington's going to have to hurry and try to make something happen. He does so. Does he find the first down, though? It's going to be close here. Depends on if it's going to be a left foot, right foot mark. And looks like it's going to be just enough for that first down. A big-time play there for Dan Ellington. Mr. Jim, that was blown up in the backfield after basically Ellington, Williams, and Forsythe all ran into each other. Great job of showing his athleticism that time by Ellington to pick up that first down.
Good job by Dan, because he could have just taken the knee, because it was a busted play, but he made something positive happen.
So Ellington gets the snap, and it's going to be a play-action pass. Pass out to the flats. That's going to be a little sidearm pass, and that's going to be to the tight end, number 83, Chris Long. Good to see Chris Long healthy now and able to come out and contribute. We saw him have a big game last week against East Mississippi. Big-time game there of about 6.
No doubt about it. Chris is about 6'5", 240. Had 5 catches last week, I think, against East Mississippi, coming into his own.
Indians trying to pick up the pace here. Once again, wanting to run that bubble screen, read beautifully that time by the Wildcats. Jim, looks like the Wildcats have settled down tonight, saying anybody other than Terry Williams will beat us tonight.
No doubt, and Terry Williams was hit by 4 different defenders there. They ran to the football, knocked them down after a 1-yard gain. Third down, 3rd and 3 for the Indians. 5:40 left in the second quarter. 7-3 Indians over Pearl River.
The line to make is the 43-yard line. The Indians at the 46. Ellington is your quarterback. 2 receivers near side. Now Terry Williams going to the backfield. 2 running backs technically now in the backfield for the Indians. Fumble on the snap, and it's on the turf, and Ellington just wisely elects to fall on top of that one. Jim, that's been the second time we've seen that play, and that time Ellington just did not hold on to the football. Good snap, just bounced in and out of his hands.
It's going to be 4th down, Adam. We're going to have to punt the ball because now it's 4th and 5. The ball's roughly at midfield. We got a 7-3 lead. Let's play defense.
So if anything, we might be able to flip a little field position here in this contest. 7-3 is your score. Inside 5 minutes to play now here until halftime. Remind you to stay tuned. The Little Caesars halftime show will be the military appreciation ceremony here, as that's going to be a fair caught at the 10-yard line. Beautiful kick that time, once again by Hayden Franklin. A high spiraling kick allowed the defense to get downfield in enough time and get the coverage, and the ball's going to be down at the 10-yard line.
40 yards in the air, beautiful kick, could not return it. Had to make the fair catch. They got to start from their own 10-yard line, Adam.
So that's going to be a 1st down and 10. Again, we remind you the 1st down being brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, give Joey a call at 662-401-7732. That's 662-401-7732. And Pearl River actually comes on field with 12 players, but did not get to the line of scrimmage, so they had an opportunity to get that 12th one off the field. Agner is your quarterback. He's going to try to keep it in the backfield. At the last second, handed it off when he saw pressure coming off the corner, and Agner was hit hard that time by number 88, Tyree Bryant. But the give is up the middle, and a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play. Bring up 2nd down. Let's call this 2nd down and 6.
And Agner is coming out of the ball game, bringing back in Quinn, the freshman quarterback. Agner was shaking up on that play, Adam.
So Quinn will check back in at quarterback. 2nd down and 6 here. Clock is rolling. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here. And that pass is going to be incomplete. Just short-armed at that time. Was looking for that kind of, not a jump pass, but the dump route to the tight end. ICC was able to get in that passing lane and cause that one to fall harmlessly to the turf. Agner will come back in at your quarterback for the Wildcats. It's going to be a 3rd down, 6 situation here. Clock is stopped with 4:08 to play here. And the Wildcats look like they're having a little bit of confusion on the play right now. Getting the play call from the sideline. Agner now goes to his offensive line and barks out the signals. 12 seconds on the play clock. Awaiting the snap. Man in motion now coming towards the near side of the field. Snap back. Plenty of time to throw. Looking deep, and that's just going to be a throw right to the Indians. This is going to be an interception. Now the Indians trying to get back up the field inside the 20, down to the 15, breaks off a tackle, still bouncing across the field, still going around, and now it's going to be hit and dropped. And finally, the Indians were tackled on the play, as that was number 16 that time. That was Tyrese Quinn. Returns it to the 21. Actually, they're going to mark his forward progress down to about the 17-yard line.
Where do you think he's from, Adam?
Man, I got a feeling that's a Calhoun County kid, Calhoun City.
No doubt about it. Calhoun City, great play by Quinn.
So Calhoun County represent. Tyrese Quinn coming in on the big-time play there. Jim thought for a second he had a chance to return that one for a touchdown after slipping off a couple of tackles. Boy, big-time play there for the Indians. Now they have it 1st and 10 with 3:52 to go here. They're knocking on the door to see if they can extend this 7-3 lead. Ellington, your quarterback. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Forsythe, your running back. Another drop snap. Ellington's just going to have to eat it. I don't know what it is, if his hands are wet or what. That's the 2nd straight snap there that Ellington could not hold on to. But luckily the Indians was able to keep possession of the football. Loss on the play, a loss of 4.
Adam, we need to take advantage of this interception. Great field position. We've got plenty of time here. There's 3:25 left in the second quarter. I believe we've got all 3 timeouts also.
You just need to focus on getting that snap right now if you're Ellington, as he's dropped 2 straight snaps. This time able to find the handle on Ellington. Plenty of time to throw. Pressure coming. Now launches it one to the back of the end zone. Jump ball. Touchdown, Indians. No.
It says out of bounds.
And out of his hands. Could not hold on to it as he goes out of bounds. Jamel Thomas, a beautiful play that time. Boy, I know one person that's extremely upset on that. That's Jim Holder, who was in the back of the end zone. Thought he had the play of the night there for the highlights on WTVA tonight. But an incomplete pass. Tough break there for the Indians.
We appreciate Jim Holder being here and covering the ball game, Adam.
That was intended for Thomas that time. Just could not quite find the handle on it. Just a little too tall. So now it's going to bring up a third down. 3rd down and 14. The ball is at the 22-yard line. 3:08 to play until halftime. ICC leading 7-3. 5 receivers. Ellington in the backfield by himself, and timeout is taken here. I believe it's taken by the Indians. Timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. 3:08 to play. ICC 7, Pearl River 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow! Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh cut ground beef, $1.88 per pound. And russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, just $2.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leading 7-3 here over Pearl River. 3:08 to play here in the first half. ICC, as we said, leading 7-3. It'll be a 3rd down and 14 situation here for the Indians. Ball is on the 22-yard line. ICC trying to build on this 7-3 advantage here going into the half and see if they can grab a little bit of momentum. Ellington, your quarterback, gets the snap. Looking to throw. Plenty of time as Pearl River just dropping everyone back. Ellington almost just getting back there, and now there's going to be a holding penalty. This is going to be a jump ball to the corner of the end zone, and it's going to float out of bounds. And that's a flag down, and I'm sorry, but that's one of those right there. If you're Dan Ellington, take off and run.
This is going to be interesting, Adam. If they take the holding penalty, it might put us out of field goal range. Or if they take the down, it'll be 4th down and 14.
So decision-making time here, and they're actually maybe going to say illegal receiver downfield. Or is it going to be holding? The referee taking his time here, trying to figure out what he wants to call. Let's take it to the field.
There was 2 fouls on the play. Never go downfield. Against the offense. Number 61. That penalty declined. Holding. Number 52 of the offense. That penalty is also declined.
So they're going to let to decline both penalties. Probably the right call there, Mr. Jim. Force them into a 4th down and long situation here. ICC was flagged twice. The first one, illegal receiver downfield, a lineman getting downfield out of that 3-yard cushion. And then a holding penalty that was also declined. Jim, I'm with you. I'm kind of surprised that they did not at least accept one of those penalties, even though it would give us another down, but at least take us out of field goal range. So this is going to be marked at the 29-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard attempt here for the Indians. Awaiting the snap. It's a good one. The kick is up, and a low kick, and it is going to go wide right. So a miss there. So credit Pearl River's defense coming up and making a big play there to get the stop after the turnover. And right now, Jim, this game's almost been anything you can do, I can do better, but I can't do it that well.
I agree, Adam. Both teams have missed opportunities. Both teams have missed, as you said, field goals. We still have a 7-3 lead here. We're still in the second quarter. 2:50 left until halftime. Pearl River takes over. The ball is marked at the, I guess they're going to mark it at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 Pearl River.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation, as Mr. Jim mentioned here for Pearl River. ICC's defense with the interception. The offense could not cash in. 7-3 is your score. 2:51 to go here. And it's going to be a give to the lone running back, and this is a big-time run here across the 40 down to just shy of the 45-yard line, going to be marked at the 43. And Mr. Jim, that's one thing we said. Pearl River did well early, got away from it, going back, keeping it simple, and picking up a big-time run there.
Devin Hollins saved us. It would have been a touchdown, but he caught the guy from behind. Good play by Devin.
And if it's not broke, don't fix it. Doing it again. Give is going to be number 24. Bounces to the outside now. Tries to cut back up the middle. Does so across the 50-yard line. Flag is down on the field, so hold everything. There's also a Wildcat player shaking up on the field. He's able to get up on his own power. That was number 72 for Pearl River. Good to see him able to get up. But there is a flag down, so hold everything. When we talk about these flags, we do want to remind you that these flags are being brought to you by...
Offense. Number 75,
and so it is going to be holding. These flags being brought to you by First American National Bank here in Fulton. Reminding you to follow the flag and find your banking options here in Fulton, as that penalty is going to back up the Wildcats. So it's going to be a first down and 20 here for the Wildcats. 2:24 to go here until halftime. ICC 7, Pearl River 3.
Adam, clock running. They're taking their time. As you mentioned, 2:15 till halftime. 7-3 Indians.
Wildcats not in a hurry. Play action fake. Pressure coming over the end and a hit. But it's still, no, the pass is incomplete. Big time pressure being applied that time by number 24, Atarius Moore. Came in there, and I tell you what, Mr. Jim, if he didn't check up thinking the quarterback had threw the football, that could have got ugly.
Second down and long for the Wildcats from the 33-yard line.
So, good defense then, Adam. Good pressure by our linebackers that you mentioned. Second down, second and 20. The quarterback looked like he was hurt again, but he's staying in the ball game.
Yeah, I think one of those, he might just be happy that he's still in there right now. And even 2 minutes to go here until halftime, ICC with the 7-3 advantage. Agner is your quarterback, sending a man in motion into the flats. Give is going to be to the lone running back in the backfield. Slips off one tackle, another, and is going to be slung down just around the 35, maybe the 34-yard line. Solid pickup there, but it's going to be a third down and long situation. Let's call it a third down and 15, 16, 17.
Adam, the clock's running. If we stop them here, we might take a timeout, force them to punt, see if we can do something offensive. But first of all, we got to stop them, as you mentioned.
So some confusion on who's to come into the field here for Pearl River across the way. Clock is now inside a minute and a half here until halftime. 7-3, ICC with the lead. So waiting the snap here. Agner going to have to hurry. Play clock down to 2 seconds, and just gets the snap off. Pressure coming, and the Indians get in the backfield, and there is a tribe of good guys back there, and the Indians are going to take a timeout, as that was Travis Silo along with number 23 for the Indians, Q Lott, and a couple other Indians back there in the backfield, and a big-time play there, and the clock is stopped after a quick timeout taken here by the Indians with 1:08 to play until halftime. And Jim, that's what you said. The Indians have there's I think maybe one more timeout left. Going to force the punt here and see if they can't just maybe find a way to get the ball in the end zone before halftime. Indians offense has not looked sharp tonight, but we got to give credit where credit's due. That's Pearl River defense has been tough.
Pearl River's defense has been tough, and tonight, we're very pleased. ICC's defense has been tough. We've got a 7-3 ball game. Adam forcing the punt here. We only have one timeout, only 1:08 left at halftime, but maybe we get decent field position, get it set up to either get another field goal attempt or maybe a touchdown.
A loss of 7 on that sack there, so it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down and 24 here as the Wildcats be set to punt this one away. This punt being brought to you by Little Caesars. Don't forget you can grab a hot and ready pizza as the Indians bring pressure but cannot get the block. It's going to hit towards the side. The ball's fumbled. Terry Williams coming up and just not making the best decision in the world that time and hanging his head there at midfield. That's where if you're a defensive player, you come up and say, we got you, don't worry. Tough break there for the Indians, though. An even minute to play here until halftime. Now that defense has got to come right back out after getting some stops and see if they can do it one more time.
No doubt about it, Adam. Terry Williams has been magnificent this year, just trying to do a little bit too much here at halftime. tried to grab the ball very low, fumbled the punt. As you mentioned, Pearl River now's got first down, 1st and 10. They've got all 3 timeouts, a minute left in the halftime. They're on the 48 of ICC.
Yes, and the Indians need to find a way to hold once again defensively here. Came up with a big-time Sonic sack on that last play, but just a turnover on the punt return, and now Pearl River has it back. Quinn, your quarterback. Quick pass is complete, and it's going to be close to the first down. And they're going to mark him. Yes, I think that will be good enough for the first down there. 53 seconds.
Just short of the first down marker.
Or actually going to say short of the first down. The clock stopped, though. And now the give is going to be to the lone running back in the backfield, bouncing to the outside, gets across the 35 down to about the 34, maybe 33-yard line. Jim, tough break that time for the Indians as the clock stopped after it was not enough to pick up the first down, but that's on the official because one official waved for the clock to stop. An injured player on the field here for the Wildcats as he's going to be heading to the sideline. That's Jamarcus Holmes, an offensive lineman out of Hattiesburg High School. 46 seconds to go here, and ICC sees Pearl River with a 1st and 10, and the clock is running. So the Indians defense needs to find a way to get a stop here at Pearl River. And the quarterback's going to tuck and run. It's got a whole lot of green grass in front of him. Gets across the 15, or excuse me, out to the 20 to the 15, and is going to step out of bounds. Smart play that time by Quinn. Get as much real estate as he could, then get out of bounds with 26 seconds to go here. The Wildcats knocking on the door. The defense for the Indians have got to step up here. Don't want to see the Wildcats carry any momentum into the break here, after, especially don't want to see them convert on that turnover. So 26 seconds to play here. Snap. And it's going to be given in the backfield, and there's the Indians. Big-time play there by number 23 for ICC. That is going to be Q Lott, and I think it's going to be a timeout taken here. And it is going to be a timeout taken by Pearl River. So Pearl River going to burn the first of 3 timeouts here with 22.4 seconds to go until halftime. We're going to keep it here. We do want to remind you to stay tuned at halftime. We'll have our military appreciation ceremony coming your way as a special night here, Mr. Jim, Military Appreciation Night on campus.
It's a special night always. We're very excited to have all the military here tonight at the ball game. It's a special night to honor them, which we enjoy doing.
We do want to remind you of some of our sponsors. Bank of Oklahoma, a hometown bank serving you. And that's going to also, they're going to be serving the Chickasaw County and surrounding areas for over 75 years. BankofOklahoma.com. Also, Food Giant. Get more out of your shopping experience when you shop with your neighborhood-friendly Food Giant. Family-owned and operated, located at 1401 South Adams Street. See all their weekly specials and more at foodgiant.com. And also, don't forget Choice Pawn. Choice Pawn is proud to sponsor ICC Athletics with locations serving you at 404 East Main Street in Fulton and 1141 Main Street in Tupelo. Get a loan or sell your items. It's your choice, and your best choice is Choice Pawn. ChoicePawn.com. So with 22 seconds to play here, Pearl River out of the timeout. Knocking on the door, they trail 7-3. The Indians defense, can they find a stop? Quinn back to pass. Pressured, throw is up, and it's out of the back of the end zone. That's got to be another one where it's not catchable, as the receiver was out of the back of the end zone, but David Little never turned around to find the football.
That's correct. Now I believe it's going to be pass interference against the Indians.
So this has been something we saw last week as well, Mr. Jim. Penalties just coming up at unfortunate times for the Indians, kind of costing them, and that's going to be another one here. This is going to move them closer with 15.3 seconds to play.
Number 2 of the defense, by rule, the ball will be placed on the 2-yard line, automatic, on time.
Well, there was an ICC fan irate on that call, and I do understand his a little being upset as the ball was out of the back of the end zone. The receiver was actually out of the end zone as well, but they're going to say part of that reasoning was because of the Indians' defense. So 15 seconds to play now. It's going to be a 1st and goal. The ball is on the 2-yard line. Indians, can they get a stop here? Quinn looking to run, and he's going to take it into the end zone. 2-yard touchdown run by Quinn, and Pearl River battles back, takes advantage of that turnover, and punches it in the end zone to take a 9-7 lead.
Good job, Pearl River. As we mentioned, with a minute left in halftime, they recovered a fumble at midfield. They took it down the field, cashed it in, now kicking the extra point, trying to take a 10-7 lead here with 10 seconds left until halftime.
We're waiting the PAT here from Pearl River. They lead 9-7, as Mr. Jim mentioned, with 10 seconds to go until halftime. Pearl River has just grabbed momentum here. This is going to be Johnson on to attempt the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We're going to keep it here with only 10 seconds to play. Pearl River takes a 3-point advantage. 10-7 is your score in favor of the Wildcats. And Mr. Jim, credit Pearl River. They've made it tough for the Indians offensively tonight. Get the turnover and cash in for the touchdown.
They cashed in. You know, we got an interception earlier in this second quarter, and we did not cash in. This time, Pearl River gets the fumble, takes advantage of it, and now they got a 10-7 lead here, probably going into halftime.
And so we're awaiting this First American National Bank kickoff here. We do want to remind you of the ICC Wesley Foundation. Reverend John Foster invites you and all the ICC students to join the ICC Wesley Foundation Tuesday nights at 7. That's the ICC Wesley Foundation, making disciples for college life and life after. I thought I was hearing myself echo. That's actually PA announcer Sam down there reading the same promo as I was reading at the same time. So, yes, so if you thought you heard it double, you did. Do appreciate Sam doing a great job on the PA for us this season for all of our home events here at ICC.
Yeah, we do appreciate Sam Ferris doing a good job for us.
So waiting the First American National Bank kickoff here from Pearl River. This will be Johnson getting set to step into this one. Figure you're probably going to see a squib kick here from Pearl River to see if they can't just run the time out of this one. Pearl River has grabbed every bit of momentum, Jim, heading into halftime.
Adam, we thought we were going to have an offensive explosion here in the first half, but the defenses have settled in. We've had a couple turnovers, a couple missed field goals. As we mentioned, Pearl River's got a 10-7 lead here.
And that is going to be the case. It's going to be a squib kick down the field. The Indians are going to take it, and it's going to be returned up the middle, and that may do it. The officials just letting them keep go here. Forward progress has been stopped, and finally they blow the whistle with half a second left. And now the clock runs out, and I believe that's going to do it for your first half of play. The officials just let that final 5 seconds run off in a little rugby scrum out there near the 45-yard line. It's halftime. Pearl River comes back and sneaks in with a 10-7 lead at the break. Jim, let's go into our Little Caesars halftime report, and let's start that with your thoughts on the first half. These thoughts on the first half from Mr. Jim, coming to you from your Tupelo Coca-Cola bottlers. Buddy Long and Company, proud to sponsor ICC Athletics, reminding you to open Coke, open happiness.
Adam, just an even played game by both teams. I think the defense has settled in. They basically dominated from the middle of the first quarter all the way through the second quarter. Turnovers will hurt you. We got one against them. We didn't take advantage. Pearl River took advantage of that fumble late in the second half. Very close ball game. Give Pearl River credit. They got a 10-7 lead here at halftime.
We're going to take a break and remind you we'll come back with the military appreciation ceremony here on both FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICC TV. Military Appreciation Night here in Fulton. Pearl River leads 10-7 at the break. We'll be back with more right after this on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
You got a great deal on pizza.
You went to Little Caesars and got an extra most bestest with the most cheese and pepperoni for just $6.
I got a terrible deal on pizza.
Give me that.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni at the nation's best price. Little Caesars $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
Best pizza, New York style.
No way. Chicago deep dish.
Nah, white pie.
Half veggies, half meat. Just cheese.
No, pepperoni.
Extra crunchy.
Chewy. Has to be gluten-free.
Top it with arugula.
No, basil.
Eggplant. Dude, really?
That's not pizza, come on.
Pizza and a Coke.
You got that right. 2 Cokes, please.
My pizza goes best with a Coke.
An ice cold Coke.
Only with a Coke.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow! Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh cut ground beef, $1.88 per pound. And russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, just $2.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So now we take you to the field for tonight's Military Appreciation Night ceremony here in Fulton, as being presented by the ICC All-American Band.
Tonight, Itawamba Community College honors both past and present members of the armed forces, including those from our college family. 80 of our students are veterans or currently serving. 3 of ICC's faculty members are involved in active service, including Sergeant David Sistrom, Captain Jason Spradlin, and Captain Ashley Brown. On February 9th, Captain Brown will be deployed with the 155th Division of the Mississippi National Guard. ICC's thoughts and appreciation go with you as you serve our country. Please join us as we salute ICC's military family. Since the beginning of our country, more than 1 million individuals have made the ultimate sacrifice, and millions have dedicated their lives to serving America. As former Florida Congressman Alan Boyd said, America's fighting men and women sacrifice much to ensure that our great nation stays free. We owe a debt of gratitude to the soldiers that have paid the ultimate price for this cause, as well as for those who were blessed enough to return from the battlefield unscathed. Tonight we honor our local heroes and thank them for their service to this great nation. The United States Army. The United States Coast Guard. the United States Marine Corps. The United States Air Force. And the United States Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us as Itawamba Community College salutes our military for their special service to our country. Once again, let's honor our service members with a grateful round of applause. As President Harry Truman said, America will never forget your sacrifice. ICC would like to express appreciation also to David Thompson for the magnificent firework display. Thank you very much. One more time for our service men and women.
I got a great deal on pizza.
You went to Little Caesars and got an extra most bestest with the most cheese and pepperoni for just $6.
I got a terrible deal on pizza.
Give me that.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni at the nation's best price. Little Caesars $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow! Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh cut ground beef, $1.88 per pound. And russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, just $2.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for the ICC All-American Band to perform. You just got to hear and watch the ICC Military Appreciation Ceremony here. Always a great event here at ICC each year. The college honoring the men and women of the armed forces that give us the freedoms we enjoy and sometimes take for granted every day. Let's take a look at some of the scores throughout the league. This is a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Jones County 58, Southwest 20. That's at halftime. Northwest taking care of number 3 Holmes 26-7. That's in the fourth quarter. East Mississippi up 31-0 over Mississippi Delta. That is at halftime. Colin East Central in a shootout in the third quarter. Colin leading 24-21. Hines over Gulf Coast 28-14, and Northeast trailing Coahoma 10-7, and that's in the third quarter. So that's who ICC will see next week as we take you back to the field now for your halftime presentation, as it's the Little Caesars halftime show, the ICC All-American Band performance coming your way next here on FM 95 Sports. And let's go ICCTV.com. Let's hear a quick word from Little Caesars.
The new Extra Most Bestest Pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message.
Surrender to the toppings.
Incredible! Extra Most Bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And let's go to the field for the ICC All-American Band halftime performance.
The ICC All-American Marching Band is proud to present for your halftime entertainment, Fiesta. The band will begin tonight's Latin celebration with Arturo Sandoval's 1993 hit, A Mis Abuelos. The Latin celebration continues this evening with our Indianette feature, Carlos Santana's Smooth. Feature Gloria Estefan's 1985 hit tune Conga. Performance with a fiery Cuban number of Ernesto Lacuna's 1928 composition Malagueña. Honorable members are Lydia Short of Pontotoc, Brandon York of Amory, Daniel Creighton of Tupelo, Jenna Harris of Manatachee, Armando Quinones from Pontotoc, Daniel Torres of Tupelo, Holly Jones of Pontotoc, and Michael Collins of South Pontotoc. Drum majors are Catherine Adams of Saltillo, Lane Callahan of Houston, Sydney Franks of Saltillo, and Carly Huddleston of Saltillo. Indianette captains are Michaela Upshaw from Houston and Sarah Griffin of Houston. Color guard captains are Valerie Blake from Itawamba, Amaya Lee from Aberdeen. Percussion captains are Logan Freeman from Corinth and Jeremy Hendricks of Tupelo. ICC All-American Band directors are Ryan Todd, Dr. Brian Cheeseman, Christy Colburn, and Eric Simmons. Indianette coordinator is Sarah Beth McCarter.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're having some internet issues here that we're trying to deal with right now, and hopefully this will help the stream come back in. When Pearl River came in, I don't know what they did, but it's messed up our internet feed here this evening. So if it does not correct itself, I apologize to our friends from Pearl River. We may have to bump them off the internet shortly if our stream does not correct itself here this evening. So we're trying to get it figured out. Appreciate Dave all the way back in LA working on this. Hopefully we're trying to get everything a little figured out here in tonight's press box. Your score here at halftime, 10-7 is your score in favor of Pearl River. Your score 10-7. Let's go over some Sonic scoring here. 8-12 mark of the first quarter. It was a 24-yard field goal by Johnson to give Pearl River a 3-0 lead. Then a 29-yard pass from Ellington to Honeycutt made it 7-3 ICC. That was at the 6:32 mark of the first quarter. And then with just 10 seconds left until halftime, after a turnover on the punt, a muff punt that time by the Indians, Pearl River was able to cash in on a 2-yard run by Quinn, and that's your difference in the ball game right now as we're getting set for the First American National Bank kickoff here between ICC and Pearl River. The ICC All-American Band having to get off the field here as it will be ICC to kick things off here to start the second half of play.
Adam, great halftime event. You know, we had the tailgate today, community-wide tailgate, had a great crowd come for that. Then military appreciation, and then, of course, the ICC band. 3 great programs here at halftime. We really enjoyed it.
So it will be ICC to kick things off here. Do apologize if I'm a little out of sorts right now, trying to get everything kind of figured out. So it's going to be a First American National Bank kickoff here coming for the Indians. Pearl River is set to receive. They'll move it moving right to left on your radio dial for those listening, hopefully on FM 95 Sports. So it will be Caleb Comer to kick things off here for the Indians to start the second half of play. As we said, ICC trailing 10-7 here to start the second half. This kick, a driving kick taken at the 7-yard line by Pearl River. It's got the sideline, now cuts it back up the middle, slipping through some tackles. Out to about the 30 is where he'll be knocked down. They're going to give him the 31 on the return. So it'll be a first down and 10 here for the Wildcats, 14:50. So just 10 seconds off the clock there. Mr. Jim, let's talk about some of your ideas or maybe your keys to victory for the Indians here in the second half.
Second half, Adam, we played good defense. Our offense sputtered. We had that first really good drive, went down the field, scored. Got to take advantage. First of all, we got to get off the field here defensively. Got to stop their run. Dan Ellington's played good football in every game this year. We've moved the ball. I still think we got to move the ball, throwing it down the field to take advantage of their defensive backs.
Quinn is your quarterback. Low snap, fumble on the ground, and Pearl River's just wisely going to fall on top of that one to keep the possession. Looks like that's going to be a loss of 5 on the play, so to bring up a second down. Second down and a short 15 situation. Actually, they're going to say second down and 14 now here for Pearl River. Jim, that's pretty much what they've struggled on first down this evening.
Every time they get the ball, change possession on 1st and 10, they either get a flag or a fumble.
So second down and 14 is the down here for Pearl River. They lead 10-7 here over your Indians. Military Appreciation Night here in Fulton. Pump fake, now looking to go. Going to tuck and run, and it's almost like everybody stopped on the play that time for the Indians, Mr. Jim. A 10-yard scramble by Quinn. He pump faked it, and the defensive line just stopped pursuing the quarterback.
Good job by Quinn. Took advantage of the busted play. Third down, 3rd and 6 for Pearl River. The ball's at the 34-yard line. They got to make it up to the 40. We're just early in the third quarter. 13:40 left in the third quarter. 10-7 Pearl River over the Indians.
So a possession down here for the Wildcats. The Indians defense needs to try to get off the field and see if they can find some rhythm offensively. Flag is down, and this is before the snap, and it's going to be a false start on the offense. So a good break there for the Indians. Just somebody on that offensive front trying to get an early jump.
Makes it 3rd and 11, Adam.
So it'll be a third down and 11 after that 5-yard penalty. Coming up on 13 and a half minutes, or actually inside 13 and a half minutes to go here in the third quarter. ICC trailing 10-7. Man in motion coming to the bottom of your screen. Looks that way now, wants to dial up deep, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of a pair of defenders for the Indians. That was number 28, Keyshawn Hurd, who had the first opportunity at the pick, and I believe it may have been Quincy Hurd, his brother, with a second opportunity at the pick, but the pass falls incomplete, and now to be a punting situation here for Pearl River.
Good coverage by the Hurd brothers, our cousins. Are they brothers or cousins?
I think they're brothers.
Brothers. Good job with the Hurd brothers. Forcing them to punt. Let's take advantage of the field position here, Adam. They got a punt from their own 29. Hopefully we'll have good field position.
So 4th down and 11, as this is a high kick, and tried to get it off before it was blocked, and it takes an Indian bounce, so to be inside the 50-yard line. Looks like they're actually going to down this thing at the 45, so that's going to be a break there for the Indians. Great field position to start the quarter here, Mr. Jim. The Indians have got to take advantage, find a way to get some momentum back in their favor, as Pearl River did a great job there in the closing part of the first half to come in and get some stops and take that lead 10-7.
You're right, Adam, but good start in the third quarter. We had to kick off of them. We made them go 3 and out, made them punt. Got great field position, their 45-yard line here early in the third quarter.
Ellington is your quarterback. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. The give is going to be to Forsythe. Forsythe weaving his way through traffic across the 40. Still fighting forward. Turning them legs inside the 35. Still fighting, and his helmet comes off, so that's going to stop the play. And that right there, Jim, is what you call a man's run by Forsythe.
Good job by Forsythe. You know, I noticed one of our offensive linemen was pulling his jersey. Is that legal?
It is.
It is legal. Well,
thanks to Reggie Bush in the Notre Dame game.
Great job by the offensive lineman and great job by Forsythe getting that first down.
Big, impressive, strong run that time by Forsythe. Of course, he had to check out the game after his helmet came off. Dinkins now is going to be the running back. He's going to try to power his way forward. Gains 1 on the play.
Hand out to number 4, Deshaun Dinkins.
As Dinkins that time he's more speed than power like Forsythe, and now they're going to send in number 27 at running back. That's going to be Keegan Huddleston. And so now it's going to be second down. Second down, let's call it 9 after that gain of 1 by Dinkins. 10-7 is your score. ICC trailing Pearl River. Coming up on 12 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Ellington, your quarterback, gets the snap. Passes the slant route, is in and out of the hands that time of Jamel Thomas. And I tell you what, we talked about and we sang the praises of Dan Ellington, who was the MACJC Offensive Player of the Week. He struggled for the first time this season.
Might have been a little low there, Adam. Just couldn't dig it out of the ground. Another possession down here, 3rd down, 3rd and 9 for the Indians. The ball's on the 31 of Pearl River. It's in no man's land. You might see us go for it on 4th down if we don't make it on 3rd down.
Yeah, it might be one of those situations where the Indians just try to get some type of momentum going here. Ellington, your quarterback, into the shotgun. Snap back, looking. He's got a man going deep, passing over the middle, and would have been intercepted. Instead, 2 Wildcat defenders run into each other, and I tell you what, the Indians lucky that one wasn't picked off, Jim, because Ellington was locked in, looking for Honeycutt the whole time that time. Did not even look off anybody. 3 defenders covering.
You're right, Adam. There was 3 men there, and it should have been an interception, but both defenders ran into each other and knocked the ball away. Adam, we're punting from our own 31, from their 31-yard line.
So it's going to be 4th down and 9. So Hayden Franklin will come in to attempt this Little Caesars punt. High snap, he was able to get it, and now he's going to angle it towards the sideline. It's going to hit and go into the end zone. Did not angle it enough that time, so a tough break there for the Indians, and Mr. Jim, I want to say this. I gave credit to the Wildcats in the first half. The Indians are just all out of sorts, something we're not used to seeing so far this season. As granted, yes, the Wildcats are having something to do with it, but the Indians just do not look sharp.
We haven't looked as sharp as we've looked the first 4 games this year offensively, Adam. You're correct. And we're struggling a little bit offensively. Let's give Pearl River some credit. But our defense tonight is keeping us in the ball game. We've only given up 10 points to Pearl River. And we're in the third quarter, 11:50 left, 10-7 Pearl River. They got the ball first to 10 Pearl River. They're at their own 20-yard line.
And so it's going to be a first down and 10. Indians defense needing to find a way to get it going here. 11:50 to go in the third quarter. ICC trailing 10-7. And guess what? Another flag down, and this is going to be a delay of game penalty here on the Wildcats.
Unbelievable. That's the 4th time on possession change, 1st and 10, Pearl River, they've had a penalty.
And, Jim, we talked about the Indians not looking sharp. You got to think Pearl River fans thinking the same thing, especially with the way, and that's going to be a snap, and hopefully you didn't hear what the Pearl River coach just said there over the broadcast, as he was a little upset they didn't throw the flag that time, but a pickup of 10 on that run gets the ball out to the 25.
2nd 5 for Pearl River. As Adam mentioned, they got the ball at their own 25-yard line. 11:30 left in the third quarter, 10-7 Pearl River.
Low snap, fumble on the play, and Pearl River is going to go back and fall on top of it. Boy, Jim, that could have been a big-time play there because the Indians actually had somebody in the backfield. And so that one goes back. The ball goes back to the 10-yard line now, so it's going to bring up a third down. 3rd down and 20.
15-yard loss on that bad snap. And if we can pin them here, Adam, forcing a punt, we should have excellent field position.
Once again, the theme of the night, anything you can do, I can do better, but we're not doing it very well, continues to be the theme here between the Wildcats and the Indians. Quarterback sending a man in motion, going to the far side of the field. Indians showing pressure, coming. Going to try to set up the screen, and I'll tell you what, that time, if number 23 for the Indians may be looking for the football, Q Lott, but he was playing the screen as he read it well. He might have been able to pick that one off, but a good defensive stand thanks to some miscues by the Wildcats. So the Wildcats rush out their punting team. They'll be punting from the end zone. Jim, the Indians have blocked some kicks this season. Be a great time to see another block here. Bringing pressure and nearly get to the kicker. And there's going to be a penalty flag thrown. Great acting job that time by the kicker to flop on the play. And they're going to call surely that's got to be running into the kicker.
I believe it is running into the kicker. It's only a 5-yard penalty. We'll see another kick at him.
So the officials are going to talk this one over, much like they did a lot in the first half. And this is going to go against ICC. As you said, as a kicker, that's what you're taught to do. If you feel any type of pressure, any type of contact, you sell it. He sold it well, and the officials bought it. Let's go to the field for the call. So it will be running into the kicker, so that will only be a 5-yard penalty. And so it will bring up a 4th down and 15. So basically be a re-kick situation here for the Wildcats. A break for the Wildcats because the ball did not make it across the 50. So they get the opportunity to kick it again here. And let's see, maybe if we can get close. We got close last time. Let's see if we can block it this time. So awaiting the snap on this Little Caesars punt is a good one. Pressure coming up the middle. Nearly blocked. How do you not? No, they do say it blocked it. They say Thomas got a hand on it, and it's going to be down at about the 38-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, Mr. Jim, if Jamel Thomas lays out and just takes one for the team that time, he's recovering that thing, or at least the teammate's recovering that thing in the end zone for a touchdown.
I don't know how he missed it. Evidently, he got a little bit of it because it was not a great punt. Adam, great field position for the Indians. We got the ball at the 38 of Pearl River. 1st and 10, we're down 10-7, 10:24 left in the third quarter.
The Indians offense needs to find the rhythm here as they have not clicked well tonight. Credit a lot of that to this Wildcat secondary, taking away anything easy here for Ellington looking to throw the ball. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be Forsythe who stumbles forward for a gain of about 3 on the play. And they're forcing the Indians to say, okay, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us running the football tonight.
36-yard line.
So a gain of 3 brings up 2nd down, and actually they mark it back a yard. So 2nd down and 8 after that gain of 2 by Forsythe. Ellington, your quarterback. You've got two receivers here on the near side. That's Thomas and Salisbury. Forsythe, the running back, on the far side of the field. That looks like Honeycutt and Williams for the Indians. Now Forsythe going in motion. Ellington looks across the middle. He's got a man wide open. That's Slash. Cuts back across the middle. Makes two men miss. It's going to be a foot race. Touchdown, Indians. Christian Salisbury. Slash living up to the hype, the name, and doing big things there for the Indians.
Good pass play. Let me tell you what we did. We sent two guys out to the right. Looked like we're throwing to the right. Drug him across the middle. Great job by our offensive staff. Touchdown, Indians.
Slash finds the end zone, and it's a big one there for the Indians as ICC takes a 13-10 lead there. Jim, I missed the yardage on that touchdown.
Adam, I did too. We don't have the replay.
As the extra point is up and good. Big time conversion there as that touchdown gives the Indians a 14-10 lead over Pearl River. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com and FM 95 Sports.
With Farm Bureau, you're getting local agents, great auto rates, and fast, friendly claims.
Great. Glad I went with Farm Bureau.
No, it's Farm Bureau.
Farv.
Say it with me. Farm.
Farv.
You know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, you're all set.
See? That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
For coverage you can't beat, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for this First American National Bank kickoff. Jim, good answer that time. The defense, with a little help from the miscues on the offense, got it going. The Indians cash in on that 36-yard touchdown pass from Ellington to Salisbury, and the Indians lead it now 14-10, 9:39 to go in the third quarter.
Get some more life here in the stadium on the special night for ICC, and like you said, Adam, took advantage of great field position, 36-yard touchdown pass. Let's play some defense.
So this will be Comer set to step into the kick here. It's going to be a driving kick, taken at about the 6-7 yard line. Fumbles it, though. Picked it up, and now this is dangerous. Had a chance to maybe force the defense or the coverage to outrun itself that time. Was able to get the ball out to the 30, but there was a late flag coming in on the play. So let's sort everything out here. I tell you what, we've talked about the officials way too much in this game tonight, as we did last week.
Especially in the fourth quarter last week.
Absolutely. So the officials are going to talk this one over. Let's take it to the field and get the call. Eventually.
Going to return, holding. Number 10 of the return team, 10 yard turn to the side of the foul. First down.
So it is going to be a holding penalty there on the Wildcats, so to back up Pearl River. So a break there for the Indians and actually back them up to about the 19 is where they will have it with a first down and 10. 9:31 to go here in the third quarter. ICC has retaken the lead 14-10 here midway through the second half. Give is going to be the long running back in the backfield, lowers his head, gets across the 20 down to about the 22. And the referee has not turned off his microphone as he's yelling at the guys to settle down after the play was over. He's had a tough night tonight. And that happens sometimes. Yeah. That happens sometimes. So a gain of 2 on the play. Let's call it second down, and a short 8, long 7 to go here for the Wildcats. Man in motion going to the far side of the field for the Wildcats. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper this time. Puts it in the belly of the running back, and Quinn, a nice decision that time by Quinn, gets the first down and then some for the Wildcats, and a big-time carry there by the quarterback, the freshman, looking pretty sharp.
First and 10, Pearl River. The ball's at their own 34-yard line. 8:30 left in the third quarter, 14-10 Indians.
Give is going to be the long man in the backfield, slips off some tackles, gets across the first down marker, and still going. This is just going to be a foot race here. The Indians trying to chase him down and finally do. Jim, the Indians just could not make the tackle, had him in the backfield for a 2-yard loss, and then that turns into about 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, almost a 50-yard run that time. Let's call it 47-yard run that time. A big-time impressive run, and the Wildcats keep it on the ground, rightfully so. Gets the ball out across the 20-yard line, And I tell you what, Mr. Jim, right now the Indians just cannot find a way to get a run on, or get a stop after that last play. Had them backed up, but a 47-yard run has shifted the field position here, and now Pearl River is knocking on the door.
No doubt about it. Beatty made a great run, just determined, as you said, broke several tackles, went 47 yards. They're moving the ball at them. 2nd and 8, they got the ball at ICC's 20-yard line.
So Quinn, your quarterback. And it's going to be given off in the backfield. Again, missed tackles in the backfield by the Indians. Turns into a big-time game for the Wildcats. And, Jim, I know I sound like a broken record each week, but, man, the Indians are just missing opportunities in the backfield. They're making the play to get there. They're just not finishing them.
We missed it. We had a chance to knock him down for a 3-yard loss. He broke the tackle and picked up 15 positive yards. 1st and goal for Pearl River. The ball's at ICC's 8-yard line.
So Pearl River knocking on the door again. 1st and goal here for the Wildcats. ICC clinging to a 14-10 lead. This time Quinn reads the defense and takes it to the house. Jim, I'm going to put it this way. ICC fans may not like it, but that was way too easy.
Too easy
for the Wildcats.
They went up and down the field, and the quarterback read the defense well, kept the ball twice on some option plays. There's a flag on the play.
Maybe an Indian slow to come off the field.
Injury, I guess. It is a touchdown for Pearl River. Extra point pending right now. Pearl River 16, ICC 14, 7:40 left in the 3rd period.
Waiting the PAT here on that last run.
Johnson on for the extra point for the
Johnson
Quinn holding.
will kick this one. Quinn on to hold, who just had that touchdown run. The snap back, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So anything you can do, I can do better is the story, and that's where we're at again. It's 17-14. Pearl River answers on the ground. ICC's got to find an answer of their own. We'll take a break and be back with more. ICC trailing Pearl River 17-14, 7:40 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Today, you are connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected, which is easy with convenient locations in your community. Understanding that sometimes you need to speak to real people with real answers. Banking partners with the services you desire, who understand how you want to bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. 7:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Pearl River answers on, I think it was an 8-yard run on the touchdown by Quinn. 17-14 is your score. 7:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And this one's starting to turn into what we thought it would be, kind of both teams being able to move the ball up and down the field. But, man, Pearl River showing off how they run the ball and run it well. This is going to be a sky kick here, and it's going to be taken at the 26-yard line. And I didn't see anybody call the fair catch. And that's just a mistake by the referee. Nobody called the fair catch. An inadvertent whistle blows the play dead.
On the catch by number 83, Chris Long.
Because that was Chris Long, and Long, the officials always expect that to be naturally called a fair catch. Chris Long did not call the fair catch, and the referee's inadvertent whistle negates the return across the 35-yard line, almost near the 40. So now the ball goes back to the 28, where the Indians will have it 1st and 10. Pass across the middle, that's Thomas, and Thomas has it, breaking across the 45, and the ball's free. Are they going to say he was down? No, they're going to say it's a turnover. Thomas was trying to fight to make something happen, and when it rains, it pours, Jim, and things are not going well for the Indians. Thomas is down on the field right now, and the officials let that one go, but he was trying to fight forward. He was still trying to get forward motion, strip the football and the turnover. Injury timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back with more. The Indians reeling here in Fulton. They trail 17-14, turnover to the Wildcats.
With Farm Bureau, you're getting local agents, great auto rates, and fast, friendly claims.
Great. Glad I went with Farm Bureau.
No, it's Farm Bureau.
Farv.
Say it with me. Farm.
Farv.
Ma. You know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, you're all set.
See? That's what I've been saying.
For coverage you can't beat. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Man, if they sold these pretzel dogs at the stadium,
Oh, everybody would love it.
getting a hot dog on a premium pretzel bun with melted cheese sauce and crispy bacon here.
Oh, no thanks. I already got one.
The summer's biggest hit is the premium pretzel dog. This is how you Sonic.
No one loves the new Dunked Ultimate Chicken Sandwich more than two-time dunk champion Zach LaVine. That's right. Except maybe two-time dunk champion Zach LaVine from the future.
I have 2 sandwiches.
No one dunks like Sonic.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow! Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh cut ground beef, $1.88 per pound. And russet potatoes, 10-pound bag, just $2.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And Mr. Jim, a great sign there for the ICC faithful as Thomas was able to get up. I tell you what, he was down on the field for quite a while, and he is being helped to the sideline by his teammates, Terry Williams and the North Mississippi Medical training staff. They're doing a great job as always for us. Fumble on the play was recovered at the 50-yard line where Pearl River will have it. They lead the contest 17-14 after they just scored on an 8-yard run by Quinn. That drive was all on the ground, so now the Indians defense, hey, it's a gut check time for ICC.
Got to play defense, and it's tough after you see one of your better players, very well liked, have to be taken off the field. Hopefully he'll be okay, Adam. We'll find out later, hopefully in the broadcast.
So 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats. Ball is at midfield. Indians with 4 down linemen. And a play action fake. Plenty of time to throw. Now goes deep. Got a man wide open, and the Indians that time just fell asleep. And Jim, this went from ugly to really ugly. Not scoreboard-wise, but man, the Indians didn't even have anybody in the zip code of that play.
Busted coverage. Evidently his safety and cornerback got messed up, and he was open, Adam, at least 15 yards. Touchdown, Pearl River, give them credit. They took advantage of that turnover and struck quickly, 50-yard pass.
Yeah, so awaiting the PAT here off the foot of Johnson. And, you know, teams like to do that sometimes after a turnover. They like to take those big shots to see if they can make something happen. Did so there. Largest lead of the night for the Wildcats right now at 9, trying to make it 10 with this PAT. So awaiting the snap. It's a low one, but it's got up, and the kick is good. We're going to keep it here since we just took you to an extended break. It's now 27-14.
24-14.
Yeah, 24-14 in favor of the Wildcats. Jim, this thing has turned south quickly here for the Indians.
It did, Adam. You know, they took advantage earlier and scored a touchdown. We had a nice pass play, trying to get extra yardage. They stripped the ball from us. Had an injury on the play, had a lot of downtime. They come back out on the field and hit us on a 50-yard bomb. We blew the coverage. We're down by 10 points now in the third quarter.
Yeah, Jim, we talked about it during the week. We thought this could be kind of a trap game for the Indians, but we thought maybe that hunger was there for them. It hasn't showed up tonight at all. You had coming off the tough loss at East Mississippi, which has grown to be almost the biggest rivalry we've got in the league. And then next week we got our true rival in Northeast. So this game kind of falls in a tough spot for the Indians, but eventually you got to look to the side, and I'm pretty sure the coaches are getting their ears right now. They're like, hey, wake up, let's play some football.
You know, it's not a division game. We understand that. But you're playing at home, military appreciation night, your fans are here. We still got plenty of time. We got 7:19 left in the third quarter. We're only down by 10, but we got to crank it up and start playing better right now.
Yeah, the Indians have got to find something here. And you remember they went for that sky kick last time. The inadvertent whistle by the official stopped the return, but then the turnover give the ball to the Wildcats here. So this has just been, I don't know, it's just been an odd, ugly ball game. The sky kick once again, that's what they've done. It's going to be taken, and this time they do take the fair catch, and the official calls it correctly that time, as that was Dalen Fox coming up to take the fair catch, and the ball is going to be spotted at the 26-yard line, where ICC will have it 1st and 10. Jim, first things first, we need some positive plays here offensively.
We do, and we cannot turn the ball over. We need to move the ball down the field. We've got plenty of time, Adam. We mentioned 7 minutes left in the third quarter. We're only down by 10. Need to get the crowd back into the game. Let's move the ball. Get some points on this drive.
Ellington coming out at the quarterback. Forsythe is your running back. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. 1 here at the bottom. 1st down and 10. ICC trailing Pearl River 24-14. Ellington forced out of the pocket. Now he's wanting to run. Gets a block downfield and is going to take it out just shy of the 30. That's got to be a flag, and it is. So Ellington was hit about 3 steps out of bounds. Tough play on the pursuit. Had enough time to check up. Not a malicious hit, but the referees did throw the flag to protect the quarterback.
No doubt about it. And you've got to do that. And he did kind of push him in the chest, but he was out of bounds. Good call by the referee. Adam, we should have great field position here, probably around the our own 44-yard line after this 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that was a gain of about 9 on the run that time.
Personal foul. Number 34 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So that will set up a 1st down here for the Indians. Hey, we'll take it any way we can get it. Not the most malicious hit on the sideline, but as you said, about three steps off the sideline when contact was made. So it'll be a 1st down and 10. This ICC 1st down being brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Ellington is your quarterback. And it's going to be a give to Forsythe. Forsythe breaks it across the 50. Now down to the 45 where he's tripped up. And that's going to be another big pickup. Pickup of about 11, make it 12 as he gets the ball down to the 44-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down for the Indians.
Adam, a good-looking drive here. We've only taken about a minute off the clock. 1st and 10 Indians. The ball's at the 44 of Pearl River.
So Ellington quickly to the line of scrimmage, giving the play out to his offensive line. Awaiting the snap. Plenty of time on the play clock. And the give is going to be to Forsythe. Pretty much just the same play. Forsythe lowers his head and runs over the Pearl River defender. Gets the ball out across the 35, maybe down to the 34. No, they're going to mark it at the 35 where it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd down and 1 now after that gain of 9 by Forsythe.
Good blocking up front. Good running by Forsythe. Keeping the ball on the ground this series, Adam.
Forsythe is going to check out after taking a pretty hard shot to the gut that time on the play. Coming into the contest here for the Indians is going to be number 27, Keegan Huddleston, a freshman out of Shannon. 2 receivers on both sides of the football for Ellington, your quarterback in the shotgun, awaiting the snap. That's Huddleston going in motion. Ellington now pressured out of the pocket. Now looking to run. He'll have enough room to pick up the 1st down. Now cuts back across the middle, dives down, and that's going to be just shy of the 20-yard line. Gives the Indians the 1st down. A Pearl River player shaken up on the play, and that will stop the clock. They're actually going to mark the ball at about the 24-yard line as the Pearl River player is shaken up, able to get up on his own power. May have just fell down awkwardly and knocked the breath out of himself, as that's number 45, Fortenberry. He's out of West Jones, the home of Raphael Henry. Not really.
No, but yeah, we talk about West Jones being Raphael.
Absolutely, and we do want to welcome those that might be watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com in support of the Wildcats, as it's been a interesting night of football here in Fulton is the best way to describe it. Not been the best performance, really, by the Indians. The Wildcats have had a better second half so far, but the Indians trying to answer the bell here after the turnover. And let's give credit where credit's due. We talk about the poor play of the Indians, but the Wildcats have converted on 2 turnovers into touchdowns, and that's really been the difference in the game.
No doubt about it, Adam. They took advantage of the turnovers, and that's why they're up by 10 right now. But we got a good-looking drive here with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Indians, 1st and 10 Indians at the 24 of Pearl River.
So the Indians will be in the shotgun. Clock is rolling now inside 6 minutes. Forsythe comes back in at running back. Now the Indians are going to switch to play. Salisbury will go back in that pistol formation, I guess you can say. And it's going to be a give to Salisbury. Salisbury cuts back up the middle. Slash, getting to the outside. Lowers his head and gets across the 20. I tell you what, Mr. Jim, That kid is exciting when he gets the football in his hands. And one thing that's so deceiving about Christian Salisbury, he's not big in stature, but, man, in his mind, he's about 6'4", 280 when somebody's trying to run him down.
He's quick and got a lot of power, and it's a good positive run there, 4 or 5 yards at him. Second down, second and we'll call it 6 for the Indians. The ball's at the 20 of Pearl River.
Forsythe to the left of Ellington in quarterback. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Play action. Little pump and go route. No, now they're going to elect to run, and Ellington's going to be tripped up and then knocked down just shy of the 15. Let's give him the 16-yard line. And Ellington that time looking to throw. And I tell you what, this Wildcat secondary has not given Ellington anything easy. So let's bring up third down. Let's call it third down and 3. After that gain of 3 on a wild scramble by Ellington, the Indians need to find a way to convert this possession down here. If anything, though, if they can't come away with it, we need to connect on a field goal just to get some more points on the board. Indians trail 24-14. 4:35 and counting here. Third down and 3. Ellington's going to give to Forsythe. Forsythe's going to muscle his way forward, and that's going to be good for the first down. Flag down late after the play. So hold everything, as that did get the first down. Or I thought it did. Actually, they're going to mark it shy of the first down, but it is a flag down here. It appears to be against the Indians. See what the call is here is a flag came down well after the play was over.
Procedure. They called it late.
Yeah. The flag came after the whistle was blown, and it was kind of half-heartedly dropped on the sideline. Let's take it to the field.
4-4 in the backfield.
Because they said too many men in the backfield for the offense. So a tough play there for the Indians. May explain why the flag came in late that time. So the clock rolling now, so that it's going to be third down and 8. Man, just when we get something going, we just find a way for 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Ellington out of the shotgun. Looking to pass across the middle. That's got to be pass interference. No flag. Are you serious? The defensive back grabbed Terry Williams and almost turned him to the side on the play, and the officials let that one go. Tough for the Indians there. An obvious pass interference call goes uncalled, and so now it's going to be a 29-yard field goal attempt.
39-yard, yeah.
39-yard field goal attempt here from Comer. 4th down and 8. Snap back. The kick is up, and the kick looks good, and it is.
Good job.
Big-time conversion there after the penalty stalled the drive. Comer comes in with a big-time field goal. 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. ICC trailing by 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com and FM 95 Sports.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome back as you hear the chop in the background. The ICC All-American Band trying to get the ICC football team fired up here. That 39-yard field goal by Comer makes it a 27-17 contest. 4:01 to go in the third quarter, and what can only be best described as a very peculiar ball game tonight.
No doubt about it, Adam. And give Comer some credit. He'd already missed a 39-yarder earlier tonight. Nailed this one in a pressure situation to cut the lead to 7. With 4 minutes left in the third quarter, you know, if you're a defensive back or a kicker, you don't need to have a conscience. You've got to get over it and go forward.
Absolutely. Comer getting set to step into this First American National Bank kickoff. It's going to be angled towards the side, tanking at the 4-yard line by Pearl River, trying to turn up the field and dives out to the 30-yard line. Nice return that time by Pearl River, but now, Jim, a defense that has spent a lot of time on the field tonight and has been beat up pretty bad here in the second half by the ground attack. The Indians defense needs to find a way to either create a turnover or find a stop.
No doubt about it, Adam. It's 3:53 left in the third quarter. Pearl River 24, ICC 17. First and 10, Pearl River. The ball is at their own 30-yard line. We need to play good defense here, get the ball back for our offense.
So it'll be first down and 10, as Mr. Jim mentioned. We'll try to find you some scores throughout the league. As a low snap just rolls up into the hands of Quinn. Quinn looking to run, then dumps it off to a check route. And that's going to be a big-time block. Good block and a big-time play there by Pearl River. Man, Pearl River, they were just inches away from that being disastrous. Dumps it off to their check route. A beautiful block up the field that time by Tyler Polk that freed that up for another gain of about additional 10 yards on the play. Another first down for the Wildcats.
First and 10 Wildcats, gain of 13, as you mentioned, Adam. First and 10 Wildcats, the ball's at their own 43-yard line.
Indians defense, 4 down linemen. Wildcats high snap over the head of the quarterback. Running back wisely going to fall on top of that one as Quinn just could not find it that time. And that's going to be a loss on the play. That was number 15, Ron Thompson, saving the possession for the Wildcats. And I tell you what, Mr. Jim, man, we need one of those to end up in our hands.
No doubt, but that helped, Adam. That's a loss of 13 yards, making it second down, second and 23.
Jones County up 61-20. That's in the fourth quarter. They're beating Southwest. Northeast defeated Coahoma 27-10. East Mississippi wins 45-7 over Mississippi Delta. We'll give you some more of those Renaissance Bank scoreboard updates after this play. Loss on the play of 12 brings up a second down and 22. Quinn looking to throw, pressure coming up the middle. Gets around and beats it. There's another flag down as the clock stops with 2:41, and it's going to be holding on the offense. Good call that time. Let's take a look at some other scores in the league. Colin, they're leading East Central 27-24. That's in the fourth quarter. And Gulf Coast over Hines, Gulf Coast losing to Hines 28-21. That's in the fourth quarter. Northwest over the number 3 team in the country. Northwest wins 33-13 at home. So a big time win there for Northwest. Of course, ICC was able to pick up that win there. So that is your Renaissance Bank scoreboard updates throughout the league this evening. And that's going to bring up second down and 32. What do you dial up in this situation? Just backyard football. Just hand it off and let's live to see another day. So second, and they're going to dump this one out to the flats, and it is going to be complete and knocked down just shy. And now it's going to bring up a third down.
Third and about 30, I believe, Adam.
So a minimum gain on the play there. Let's call it, let's see, they need to get to the
47. The ball's on the 24.
So yeah, we're going to call it third down.
That's 29 yards.
Yeah, third down and 29 here. Not a whole lot of plays in the playbook here. Pressure coming off the end. That could be holding again. Pass over the middle, too tall. Will fall to the turf harmlessly. And that should bring up a punting situation here for the Wildcats. Good pressure that time for the Indians. Jim, we said we needed to find a way to get a stop. The bad snap backed them up, and the holding penalty backed them up even more. So now the Indians need to get the ball back here and see if they can pick up some momentum with 1:44 to go in the third quarter. Snaps a little low. Nearly blocked the punt, but a nice punt as Williams gets out of the way of it. Oh, nearly runs and hits an ICC player that was trying to get out of the way of the kick that time. And so the ball will be down at the 35. Jim, this is where the Indians will have it. ICC needs to find something, anything positive going here with this possession. They've been hanging around in this game, and Jim, I don't know if the Indians don't know how to play a close game.
Well, we need to, Adam. You know, we went down the field this last possession, kicked the field goal, but let's get a touchdown here. We're only down by 7. A minute 42 left in the third period. Good field position at our own 35-yard line. Let's take advantage of this.
Forsythe has been great for the Indians so far here in the second half. Probably one of his better games he's had all season. He gets to carry again right up the middle, is wrapped up and rode down after a gain of 1 on the play. Bring up a second down and 9.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Clock is running inside a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. ICC trailing Pearl River 24-17. Gut check time for the Indians. How bad do you want it? Is the question here for ICC. Ellington getting the play call from the sideline. He's got two receivers on both sides of the field. Forsythe is to his right in the backfield. 2nd down and 9, coming up on a minute to play here. ICC with 10 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. Gets the snap. Ellington looking to throw now and is in trouble. Still running around, and he's got plenty of green grass if he can tuck this thing down and run. He will have the first down and then some. And then there's a late flag on the play. And they're going to call, is that going to be holding on the Indians? Oh, if it is, a tough and not smart decision by the Indians, as Ellington was just going to jog that one out of bounds. And the officials are going to talk this one over. Jim, man, that has just been the case all night tonight for the Indians. Anytime they get something good going, they do something to shoot themselves in the foot.
He had the first down, Adam, but it looks like it could be holding against the Indians, which it is.
And so holding is the call. Well, if they're going to mark it from the spot of the foul, should that not be a first down, though? Because he picked up the first down. But it is marked as a 2nd down. 2nd and 4. So basically a gain of about 12, only good for a gain of 3 in the books. So this is going to be a give to the long running back in the backfield. I believe that's Forsythe. Forsythe muscles his way forward, and he looks like he has enough for the first down for the Indians. If it is, that's going to be another Itawamba County, another first down brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, give Joey a call at 662-401-7732. That's 662-401-7732. And it is a first down there, so a good job by Forsythe. Probably one of his better games that he's had, as we talked about this season. Play action fake. Dumps it out in the flats. That's going to be Chris Long. Long got to put that ball away. He's carrying it like a loaf of bread, and he picks up a big-time first down. Good play call that time. They will have that little slip screen out to the tight end.
Good job of Chris Long. Linebacker couldn't catch up with him. Looks like this could be the last play of the quarter. Adam will be down 24-17 going to the fourth quarter, but we got the ball at their 35-yard line.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got the fourth quarter coming up here for the Indians. ICC trailing Pearl River 24-17. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
All right, we're back. One of the best dunkers in basketball. His name is Zach Levine.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, enough with the jibber jab. Let's roll Zach's top 10 dunks.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Hachi, chachi, dunky, reenie.
Guys, these aren't my dunks. These are sandwiches.
Welcome to our house, Zach.
That's right. We live here.
You live here with the sandwiches?
No, I have a home and a wife and a child.
I live here with the sandwiches.
Try the new Dunked Ultimate Chicken Sandwich in 3 bold flavors and get half-price shakes and ice cream slushes after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
The new Extra Most Bestest Pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message. Surrender to the toppings. Incredible! Extra Most Bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6. Pizza.
And welcome back to action as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. ICC with the football at the 35-yard line. They trail 24-17 in a ball game that the Indians have struggled, but thanks in part to a great defensive effort out of the Wildcats. And we said in our pregame show, this is a very stingy Wildcat defense.
No doubt about it, Adam. We got a chance here to take advantage of this great field position.
So this is going to be rolling out now. It's going to be Dan Ellington. Now he's going to step up and try to run. Slips off a tackle, gets across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. Once again, one of those situations where the secondary not giving anything easy to the Indians. And then Ellington just ran out of time and was able to pick up a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Clock is rolling here, coming up on 14 minutes and 30 seconds to go. The Indians need to get in the end zone here, Jim. They trail 24-17. Ellington with 2 receivers on both sides of him. Forsythe in the backfield. Forsythe now going in motion to the far side of the field. Ellington looking downfield, looking, don't find anybody. So much time to throw. Now zips one across the middle and it's caught. Spun off a tackle, now a stiff arm down to about the 10. Still on his feet. and goes forward.
Pass complete to number 12.
That is going to be number 12, Michael Reed. It's been a minute since we've called his name catching a pass. Big time play. The officials officially going to mark the ball at the 12-yard line. Said that he gave up his forward motion to try to continue the play. So that's going to be a first down for the Indians, Jim. Big time first down there. Ball is at the 12. Can still pick up the first down without getting the touchdown here. So it's going to be clock rolling inside 14 minutes now. Indians with it. Give is going to be to the running back. No, excuse me, that's Ellington. And Ellington stretches it out. Looks like he's going to have the first down. And they stopped the clock, Jim, including myself. And that defense for the Wildcats, they thought Dinkins had the football. Instead, it was Ellington that was able to sneak that thing out, pick up the first down. So it's going to be a first and goal for the Indians. ICC knocking on the door, trailing 24-17, 13-30 and counting here in this one. Still a lot of play here in the fourth quarter as the Indians trying to tie this thing up. Ellington getting the play call from the sideline. Dinkins in the backfield with him. Ellington, give is going to be Dinkins. Dinkins tries to drive over the top, and then he stretches the ball out. Does he get in? Yes, touchdown Indians. Well, Dinkins was denied off the dive, and he had the wherewithal, Jim, just to take his arm, stretch the football out across the goal line, put it in the end zone for the touchdown. So the Indians an extra point away from tying this thing up. Was that a 1-yard touchdown dive?
I think it's 2 yards.
2 yards. So 2 yards on the score that time for Dinkins, and we're just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So waiting the PAT, the kick is on its way, and the kick is good. We're tied 24-24, ICC and Pearl River. Don't go anywhere, folks. When ICC plays football, it's going to be a close one. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill. Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare.
Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for this First American National Bank kickoff off the foot of Comer, who just tied the ball game at 24 with a successful PAT after a 2-yard touchdown dive and stretch into the end zone by Dinkins. 24-24 is your score. 13-12 to play here in the fourth quarter. This kick, a driving kick, going to be taken at the 10-yard line. Pearl River turns it up the middle. Across the 35 is where he's upended and knocked down. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats. Jim, we saw the Wildcats with a couple of miscues and an untimely penalty forced them into a long situation, eventually resulted in a punt. The Indian turns it into a touchdown, but somehow now the Indians defense needs to take a little bit of this momentum. You started hearing the crowd, the ICC All-American man to get into it. Can they find a way to get the ball back and see if they can grab some more momentum in this contest?
I agree with you, Adam. You know, it was 24, let's be honest, it was 24-10, I believe. We were down by 10 points.
Yeah, 24-14.
24-14. We've had the last 10 points. Let's play some good defense here with 13 minutes left in the ball game. We're all tied up 24 apiece.
And the whistles, I thought it was another penalty on Pearl River, but instead they said reset the game clock. As Quinn in at quarterback, gets the snap, plenty of time to throw, and it's dropped. Tried to go to the short route that time, and nicely defended by the Indians as they were able to come out there and break that one up. That was Dalen Fox coming in to break that one up. So a big-time break there for the Indians. Nice defensive play. 2nd down and 10. 24-24 is your score. 12:59 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Adam, what Pearl River's done successfully in the second half, they've run that little quarterback outside wide. We need to watch the quarterback. He's going to try to run the ball around the corner, I'm afraid.
Quinn looking to the sideline to get the play call, changing it after surveying the defense. Now looks to the side. 9 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time. Now 5. They get the low snap. It's scooped up and batted down. Nearly intercepted. Nice play that time by number 88, Tyree Reed. Tyree Bryant, if there's a way that he could have found a way to kind of reach up and hold on to that one because it rattled around in and out of his hands. Jim, riddle me this. The Wildcats churning it up on the ground but electing to throw.
That's what I don't understand, but it's great for us.
Yeah.
Because we've had trouble stopping their run. They've come out of this series with 2 passes. Now they got to throw it 3rd and 10, you would think.
Be a good time for another one of those high snaps here that we've seen Pearl River struggle with all night. 3rd down and 10, 12:55 to go. The Indians trying to get off the field here defensively. Pressure coming, throw across the middle, and it's broken up. No, is it intercepted? Intercepted by the Indians. Tip drill, hauled in that time. Number 23, Q Lot, Johnny on the spot to make the play. And Jim, that's what we needed there. A big-time play to get some momentum back for the Indians. Of course, that big-time play coming to you from Renaissance Bank.
Great job by our defense. Great field position. We got the ball at our own 45-yard line. All tied up, 1st and 10 Indians. Plenty of time. 4th quarter just started. 12:48 left in the ball game.
When we talk about those big-time plays, that's going to be a What a Play Wednesday nominee for the Indians. You can go on Twitter, type in the hashtag What a Play Wednesday, or go to our YouTube page, Let's Go ICC, and see our Renaissance Bank What a Play Wednesday for each week. So the Indians with the football, 24-24, 12:48 to play. Ellington in the backfield looking to throw, plenty of time. Zips it down the field, wide open, and hauled in by Terry Williams. And he steps out of bounds, and now we're starting to see some of that Indian moxie come out on the field.
Good throw and catch. Terry Williams, he'll catch it. If it's around him, he's going to catch it at him. 1st and 10 Indians. The ball's at the 40 of Pearl River.
Yeah, Terry Williams picked up an offer from Central Arkansas and North Alabama this past week, trying to improve those offers there and looking good so far. Clock is rolling, inside 12.5 to play. Indians hand it off to Forsythe. Forsythe up the middle, big-time run, down across the 30, inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. Pearl River may need to burn a timeout here to see if they can just regather themselves as the Indians have just grabbed and has a chokehold on momentum right now. So the Indians marching downfield. This time it's going to be Ellington on a run-pass option. He keeps it, breaks it to the outside, across the 15, dives down to about the 13-yard line. Good read that time by Dan Ellington.
Dan Ellington showing this athleticism and speed. Got to the corner at him, went all the way down to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, Indians.
Another first down being brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Indians in a hurry here. To the line of scrimmage they go. Dinkins in at running back. He gets the carry. Tries to bounce to the outside. Gets it down to the 10-yard line. And so that time Dinkins, you got thunder. Dinkins is lightning. And that time just could not break a loose tackle. If he breaks that one tackle, he's in the end zone. So 24-24 is your score. Coming up on 11.5 here in the 4th quarter. Ellington, your quarterback. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Indians surveying the defense now. Going to switch a few things around here. Ellington looking to the sideline. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. That's going to be Terry Williams and Malik Honeycutt. Man in motion, Dinkins now. Looking to pass. Slant route is there to Williams. Williams catches it and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Terry Williams, looked like that one kind of popped up in his hands. Got hit, spun around and into the end zone. Big time swing of momentum. And that's going to be a little excessive celebration on the Indians as the flag comes in late. And I'm going to have to agree with the official on this one. The Indians just hot dogging it a little too much in the end zone. 11:09 to play here.
Adam, will they take the 15 yards on the extra point or on the kickoff? Do they have that decision?
I imagine if they can take it on the kickoff, they would take it on the kickoff because they've been getting great field position all night long on those. Cal Brown, our Twitter guy down there, how far was that touchdown pass? 10-yard touchdown pass.
Kickoff.
So it will be assessed on the kickoff. So this will be Comer in to attempt the PAT here, and a chance to put the Indians up by 7 with 11:09 to play. Awaiting the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. The Indians with a 31-24 lead. Don't go anywhere, folks. It'll be an exciting finish here in Fulton. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the excessive celebration penalty, the Indians now will be kicking off from the 20-yard line. So Pearl River should be getting pretty good field position out of this one, Jim. 11:09 to play. ICC answers with a 10-yard touchdown pass from Ellington to Williams to take a 31-24 lead. The Indians trailed at 1 point, 24-14.
That's my point, Adam. We've scored 17 unanswered points. Great job by the Indians.
So the Indians getting set for this First American National Bank kickoff off the foot of Caleb Comer. Tell you what, he has been busy tonight. Comer getting set to step into this one from the 20. A good kick. Be taken just about the 22-yard line by Pearl River. Up the middle, spins off one tackle, and it's tattooed, but it's going to be knocked down about the 49, maybe the 50-yard line. So after the penalty, gives the Pearl River Wildcats pretty good field position in this one.
Really good field position for Pearl River. They're marking the ball, I'd say, the 49-yard line. Adam, I'll be shocked if they don't try to run the football. They've had success running the football. We were surprised when they came out and threw 3 passes last time, the third one being intercepted by the Indians.
Yeah, I think they might have just a little overthought themselves. But a good job, though. You mentioned it, Jim. Indians converting a turnover into a touchdown, something the Wildcats have done twice tonight. So first down and 10. Ball is going to be at the 49-yard line for the Wildcats. 11:01 to play here in the fourth quarter. Low snap, and it is going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's going to be able to knife that one forward. A solid pickup of 5 on first down. And once again, Jim, the low snap. And the Indians, though, just could not find a way to make the tackle. As Dalen Fox comes up and makes the play, he'll have to check off the field as he was shaking up on the play. So it's going to be second down and 5. And pretty much the same play as we just saw. Bounces it to the outside, gets a nice block upfield, lowers his head and gets across the 45, down to about the 30, or excuse me, gets across the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. That was just a big boy run that time by the Wildcats.
Good blocking up front. They're running the football like we thought they would do, Adam. First and 10, Pearl River. The ball's at ICC's 33. ICC's up 31-24 in the fourth quarter.
First down and 10 here for the Wildcats. Going to be a quarterback keeper the whole way here. Looked like a hold that time on Salo. No flag was thrown, but another solid pickup there. Salo that time was pretty much just turned around backwards. Silo, excuse me, on the play. As you saw there in the backfield, the official said it must have been a good block, did not warrant enough to draw the flag.
Gain of 4, second and 6, Pearl River. The ball's at ICC's 30-yard line. 10 minutes left in the ball game. ICC 31, Pearl River 24.
Once again, the theme of the night has been anything you can do, I can do better. Been doing a little bit better here late in the third and now in the fourth quarter. Oh, big time hit, but unfortunately not on who had the football. And it's going to be a keeper by Quinn. The Indians trying to strip it, and he gets the ball down to the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, a beautiful fake. And Ron Thompson paid for that one as he was a recipient of a big-time hit there. But it does move the chains for another first down. Smart play by Quinn on the keeper.
First and 10, Pearl River. Ball's at ICC's 20-yard line. 9:30 left in the ball game. Your score, ICC 31, Pearl River 24.
Wildcats with it, as Jim mentioned, at the 20-yard line. The Indians defense needs to find a way to get off the field. Going to be quarterback keeper again. This time the Indians bit on the fake again inside the 5-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, Quinn is just making some beautiful reads on this option offense.
Good-looking quarterback, and I thought the fullback had the ball also. Went around the left end, used some speed, athleticism, all the way down to our 4-yard line, first and goal.
So coming up now on 9 minutes to play. As Quinn now, the ball is at the 3. Give is going to be to the long running back in the backfield. The Indians stack him up in the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Bring up second and goal. Jim, boy, if we ever need a way to find that defense to come up and make a stop here, Q-Lot on the tackle. Boy, if the Indians bend, don't break mentality needs to kick in here.
No doubt about it, Adam. It's still second and goal. The ball's at the 3-yard line. I'll be shocked if they throw the football.
Man in motion going to the far side of the field. Fumble on the snap. Indians in the backfield, and boy, we needed that. That time, flag is down, though, so hold everything. I think it was one of those situations where number 17, the quarterback, that was Quinn, just took his eyes off the prize, and the football hit him right in the belly as he was looking towards the sideline, and a break there for the Wildcats. But hold everything. Oh, my goodness.
That's a big play, Adam, because it was 3rd and goal with the 10. Now it's going to be 2nd and goal, the ball at the 1 1/2 yard line.
Once again, when the Indians get a break, they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. So once again, need that bend but don't break mentality here out of the Indians. Coming up on 8 minutes to play. Waiting for the snap. Indians showing all kind of pressure up the middle. Quinn's going to keep it. He's hit, stacked up at the line of scrimmage, and the Indians say no. Big time play there for the Indians. We talked about that bend but don't break mentality. They were able to step up, and there's a late flag.
It's on us, personal foul, I'm afraid.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, Jim, as I was trying to set the clock.
Our defense was being a little bit aggressive. I believe they're going to get us for a personal foul. I hope I'm wrong.
And there is also an injured player on the field for the Indians as well. Are you serious?
Automatic first down.
Again, the Indians just killing themselves. Stupid penalty there, that time on the Indians. And now what would have been a third, would have been 3rd and long? Yes, it would have been 3rd and long. Now is 1st and goal inside the 1 yard line. Indian down on the field. We're going to take the break with them. Back with more right after this.
When I grow up, I'm going to redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the Indians make 2 back-to-back stops, an offside penalty, and then an unsportsmanlike conduct on the next play, now makes it 1st and goal from inside the 1 yard line. ICC leading 31-24, but you got to think the Wildcats, with 4 shots to score from the 1, it's going to be tough to stop. But can the Indians figure out a way to do it? And it's going to be Quinn on the keeper. There's another flag down on the far side of the field. Touchdown is signaled, but will it stand? Flag is down. And we'll see what this flag is going to be called here. The officials are going to talk it over.
I think we were offsides, and they'll decline it.
And offsides on the Indians again, of course, as you said, Mr. Jim, that will be declined. So that's going to be a 1 yard touchdown run. And man, if the Indians they might as well just got out of the way and let them score the touchdown. They gave them so many extra opportunities there. Snap a little inside. The kick is angled to the side. Is it no good?
No good.
No good. Big time miss there for Pearl River. And Jim, the way this game is going, that could be big.
That's big. We still have a lead. 31-30, 7:44 left in the ball game.
We'll keep it here since we just came out of the break. And Jim, that's a big time miss there. Now if you're the ICC coaching staff, you come out, look your guys in the eyes and say, it's time to man up. Let's go win this football game. 7:44 to go here. ICC leading 31-30. We're in the 4th quarter. This has just been, I don't know what word to properly describe this football game. Interesting, unique.
It's been unique because we thought it was going to be a high-scoring game. Then in the middle of the first quarter all the way to second quarter, defense has showed up. Well, from the middle of the third quarter to the fourth quarter, it's been an offensive explosion. We got 61 points on the board. ICC 31, Pearl River 30, 7:44 left in the ball game. Pearl River's kicking off to the Indians.
Christian Salisbury and Hurd back to receive here for the Indians. And it'll be the Wildcats set to kick this one off here. You got to think it's going to be another one of those sky kicks here by the Wildcats to try to avoid the two dangerous return men in the backfield for the Indians. I don't know if I'm the Indians if I don't drop up maybe one of my burners in place of the tight end. And it will be a sky kick, and it's going to be Salisbury sneaking up to take it from the 15. Trying to get to the outside. It's got a wall of blockers now. Breaks across the 30, spins across down to the 35. And a good return there. And there's a swing by a Pearl River player. A Pearl River player threw a punch at an ICC player, and I don't know if the officials saw it.
There's a flag down there.
There is a flag down, but it's nowhere near where the Pearl River player swung at an ICC player.
There's 2 flags down.
So 2 flags down on the field, but neither one of them, the punch was thrown near the 29 or 34-yard line. Let's go to the field.
First foul, unnecessary roughness, number 41 of the ticket team, 15-yard penalty.
Well, it was not the call on the punch thrown by Pearl River, but it was a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Pearl River. So now the ball will go to the 50. Boy, that kid got lucky because he could have easily been ejected. And that's just one of the situations where you lost your cool a little bit. Wasn't anything. He didn't land a punch. And it's going to be Ellington on the keeper now. Up the middle. Down to about the 45, maybe the 44. No, they actually look like they were giving him the 43. Good quick read that time. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the
45. They pushed it back to the 45.
So only a gain of 5 on the play that time. They're going to say, I guess his knee went to the turf before he was able to stretch the football out. Second down and 5. 31-30, ICC with the lead after the missed extra point for the Wildcats. Open the door here. ICC dodged a major bullet there. Ellington trying to let some of the clock run off here. Second down and 5. Inside 7 minutes to play now. Looks like Forsythe in the backfield for the Indians. Ellington now gets the snap. And the give is going to be to Forsythe. Forsythe tries to bounce it to the outside. Make sure you protect the football. And they do finally blow it dead after a minimum gain of about 3 on the play. Things, Jim, starting to get a little bit chippy out there between these two squads. Should bring up a 3rd down and 2 situation here for the Indians. Possession down for the good guys. Got to find a way to convert here. So inside 6.5 to play here in the 4th quarter. ICC 31, Pearl River 30. The ICC still living up to that cardiac kid billing here
no doubt.
This evening.
No doubt, Adam.
So the Indians once again trying to work some of the clock. It's Ellington waiting the snap. Going to have to get it off here. Gets it with 1 second left. Ellington's going to keep. Reads the defense up the middle. Picks up the first down and then wisely kind of keeps the possession and dives forward. Going to be knocked down about the 34-yard line. That'll move the chains for another first down for the Indians. That first down being brought to you by your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, give Joey a call at 662-401-7732. That's 401-7732, or stop by and see him at 710 South Adams Street right here in Fulton. Good read that time, Jim, by Dan Ellington, able to pick up that first down, move the chains, and the clock continues to run here. ICC leading by 1 with 5:31 to go here in the 4th quarter over Pearl River. Ellington's going to keep it again, just going to allow his blockers to get up in front of him. Now he's going to try to tuck it and try to bounce it outside a little too much that time. Probably should have just went upfield, got the yardage he could have got. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. But the clock continues to roll.
We are running some clock here and doing it on purpose. We've got a 1-point lead, 5 minutes left in the ball game. Got a good drive going here, Adam. Got the ball on their 35-yard line. Second down, 2nd and 10 Indians.
So the Indians switching in and out some guys on the offensive end. 2 receivers here on the near side. That looks to be Honeycutt and Salisbury. Also got a tight end in the game in Chris Long. 2 receivers on the far side. And one of them looks to be Williams, and maybe, I can't pick up the number of the other one across the way. Maybe that's Z Gates. Ellington in trouble. He's going to have to decide what he wants to do here, and he's going to slide in. Number 45 wanting a blocking the back call, and he looks up and sees it was his own teammate running into the back of him that time, and Ellington was looking to take off and run, was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd down and 10 situation. Smart thing he did there, Jim, was stay in bounds.
Stayed in bounds. Clock is running, 4:10 left in the ball game. 31-30, Indians up on Pearl River. As we mentioned, 4 minutes left in the ball game. ICC's got the ball. 3rd and 10, the ball's on Pearl River's 34-yard line.
Ellington comes to the line of scrimmage. Dinkins in the backfield. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. I see Slash, Williams, and Michael Reed. Bottom of the field is Honeycutt. Ellington, plenty of time to throw. Great protection over the middle. He's got a man. Caught! But there's a flag down. That was Michael Reed coming in. The ball is inside the 5-yard line, but hold everything, folks. Flag came down away from the play. Man, can the Indians finally get a break where a flag is not on them at an unfortunate time, and it looks like this may go against
It's against Pearl River. Will decline it. Be 1st down, 1st to go.
And it is. The Indians finally come up on a good side of the flag that time. Big time reception to Michael Reed. The ball is going to be spotted at the 5 or maybe the 4. Let's see where the ball is. Ball is going to be at the 5-yard line. We're going to be 1st and goal for the Indians. Clock is running now. 11:38 and counting. Ellington just looking over the defense, watching the play clock. Indians just trying to melt this clock here. Let's just get it in the end zone, though. Ellington on the keeper. Jukes one man, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Dan Ellington on a 5-yard touchdown run. Now, if you're the Indians, don't celebrate. You don't want to get another one of those penalties.
No.
And, Jim, I want to say this. You haven't done much until you get in the end zone and you stand up in it. And that time, Dan Ellington did so, and the Indians lead this one 37-30, waiting the PAT. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 5-yard touchdown run by Ellington. Jim, he has been involved in every touchdown this evening. The Indians lead it now 38-30. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
All right, we're back with one of the best dunkers in basketball. His name is Zach LaVine.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, enough with the jibber jab. Let's roll Zach's top 10 dunks.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Hachi, chachi, dunky, reeny.
Guys, these aren't my dunks. These are sandwiches.
Welcome to our house.
That's right. We live here.
You live here with the sandwiches?
No, I have a home and a wife and a child.
I live here with the sandwiches.
Try the new Dunked Ultimate Chicken Sandwich in 3 bold flavors and get half-price shakes and ice cream slushes after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC leading Pearl River 38-30 after a 5-yard touchdown run by Dan Ellington. Ellington 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, involved in all 4 of the 5 touchdowns for the Indians this evening. But here's the thing, folks. 3:19 still left in the ball game against a very explosive offense that can either do it in the air or on the ground. So there's still a lot of time left in this one.
They've got all 3 timeouts also, Adam.
The kick is going to be taken at the 11-yard line, trying to get to the sidelines. Makes one guy miss. He's going to be hit, stacked, and dropped shy of the 30. Looks like they're going to mark him right about the 28-yard line is where the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Now, if you're the Indians defense, do you have enough left in the tank to find a way to win this ball game? They spent a lot of time on the field, Mr. Jim. Now it's gut check time for the Indians.
It is. And Travis Silo, who was injured on the last series, is back in. That's a good sign for the Indians. Outstanding defensive end.
Yeah, you're going to be hard-pressed to keep that kid out of the ball game as he has that warrior mentality. 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats. 3:12 to play in the contest. Quinn, still your quarterback, gets the snap. Handoff is going to be to the long running back in the backfield. Minimum gain of about 2 on the play there for the Wildcats. An injured Wildcat down on the field as looked like he was just one of those linemen trying to block and maybe got rolled up on the play that time. Jaquez Nielsen on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. Clock stops with the injury on the field. It'll be a second down and 8 situation here for the Wildcats. As number 76 able to run off on his own power. One of those where the play, he was trying to block downfield, doing his job, and the tackle just carried into his ankle.
Right.
Good to see him not shaking up on the play because there's a lot of times you see those turn into some ugly injuries. Second down and 8. Clock is running now inside 3 minutes to play in the contest. Quinn's going to keep it this time. He's going to try to throw it out in the flats. And it's going to be a good for the first down. And then some more. Slips off a tackle now to the 50. And he's going to be tiptoeing down the sideline and ran out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Great read. I tell you what, as this game progresses, I'm getting more and more impressed with the decision-making by Quinn. That run-pass option, dumped it out once the defense committed, and a big-time game there, 1st and 10. And now the Wildcats are knocking on the door.
You know, Quinn's not only a good-looking athlete, he's a good-looking quarterback.
Yeah. So the Indians defense needs to find a way to come up and get a stop here, get something negative. Low snap. Quinn finds it. Handoff is going to be to the long running back in the backfield. He's going to be out to the 20, and that's going to be good for another first down. And that's what we said makes this Wildcat offense so dangerous right now, Mr. Jim. It's the simple fact that they can move the ball on the ground.
There's no doubt about it. They can run the football. Matter of fact, they're better when they're running the football than throwing the football.
So Quinn trying to march his troops down the field here to see if he can possibly have a shot at tying up this ball game with a 2-point conversion. Give is going to be to the running back. He's able to go forward, and a nice open field tackle that time by the Indians. If we don't make that play, Jim, he's probably still running right now as the Indians went all the way across, following Quinn across the way, expecting him to keep. That was Q Lott. We've called his aim out a lot tonight defensively for the Indians. 2nd and 7 now is going to be the situation. It's now coming up on 1:45 left in the game. Not a whole lot of time here. The Indians defense needs to find a way to get the stop. Quinn looking to throws. Got a man to the corner of the end zone.
He didn't turn around.
And does he catch it? Touchdown. Don't know if he kept possession of the football going out of bounds. Looked like he was bobbling it, but the official right down there on top of the play. And that time the Indians looking for the pass. And David Little never turned around to find the football, kind of floated it out there. And so now Pearl River
will go for 2, of course.
Got to go for 2 with 1:32 left in the game. See if they burn a timeout here. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play here. But for the Indians, you got to find a way to dig deep. Get in there and get the stop. Play clock is going to be down to 10 seconds. I imagine Pearl River is going to burn a timeout in this situation. Actually, they reset the play clock now. So 1:32 to play. The game on the shoulders of the Indians defense. 2-point conversion coming up here, 38-36. And the Wildcats, now there is a timeout taken on the field. Timeout, Pearl River. ICC 38, Pearl River 36, 1:37 to go here. Pearl River lining up for the 2-point conversion. We're going to take the timeout. Hear a word from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com and FM 95 Sports.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Pearl River breaks the huddle here. Your score with 1:32 to play. ICC 38, Pearl River 36. They just scored on a 17-yard touchdown pass. Missed the PAT on the previous play. Now going for 2. This could be your ball game right here, ladies and gentlemen. ICC's defense. You have one more play. You hear the ICC faithful getting behind the Indians here. They're on their feet. Snap. And it's going to be a dump pass. It's broken up! It's broken up! Big time play by the Indians. As that was Quinn Shea Hurd. Hurd saw the tight end break free, went back, batted the ball down, and the Indians make the play.
Great job, Adam. And they burned the timeout. They've only got 2 timeouts now, so they're probably going to try an onside kick. Can only stop it twice. We get a first down, the game ends.
Absolutely. For those that are listening on FM 95 Sports and Miss Tina Harlow back in Amory, I apologize, as that was a big-time play there. I got a little excited, and it could be one of our Whata Play Wednesdays nominees coming up next Wednesday. Of course, as always, Whata Play Wednesday being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. We do want to remind you, at Renaissance Bank, they understand consistency, they understand hard work, but most importantly, they understand you. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, member FDIC, equal housing lender. You can visit them at renaissancebank.com. Well, Jim, one of the most exciting plays in football will probably ensue here as you anticipate the onside kick coming up here from the Wildcats. Oh, my goodness. The Cardiac Kids leading 38-36 over Pearl River, 1:32 to play.
Mark Johnson will be kicking for the Wildcats.
So this is going to be an onside attempt here for the Wildcats. The Indians need to scoot up. The ball only has to go 10 yards, and they do scoot up now. And it's going to be in the air. Ball is free. And Pearl River, do they get it? Yes, they do. The Wildcats recover the onside kick. The Indians had their hands team out there. A punishing hit by the Wildcats jarred that one free from the Indians. And now Pearl River has it with 1:29 left to play. Oh,
Adam,
my
you
goodness.
couldn't have done that almost any better than what Pearl River did. Give them credit. It went 10 yards. We had our hands on it.
Onside kick attempt recovered at the 40-yard line.
They nailed the guy, fumbled.
Yep.
Pearl River fell on it.
It's one of those I've always wondered why teams just don't come up and make that initial wave blocking.
Correct.
The guys coming up instead of trying to jump after the football. There was a tough break for the Indians. And another turnover gives the ball back to the Wildcats. 1:29 left to play. 2-point contest, 38-36. Pearl River with it. They just drove down, scored to make it a 2-point contest. The Indians stopped the 2-point conversion. Now the Indians defense has got to find a way to do it again. Quinn's going to keep. Get some blockers out across the 50, down across the 45, and that's a big-time pickup of about 18 on the play that time, and the Indians just cannot stop the run tonight, Jim.
Adam, they still got 2 timeouts. They don't have to throw the football. They can run the football and use their timeouts. We've got to stop the run. We've got to stop the quarterback.
Yeah. Quinn gets a low snap, hands it off, is up the middle, and the Indians stack it up, 1-yard gain, and looks like Pearl River's going to take a timeout. 1:02 to play here in the contest. Pearl River takes the timeout. We're going to take it with them. Here, a word from Renaissance Bank. ICC leading 38-36, 1:02. Excuse me, actually, there's inside a minute to play. I was looking at my clock, look at the score clock, and there's 59 seconds left in this one. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on FM 95 Sports.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And the referees do come out and do reset the clock to 1:02. So there'll be 1 minute, 2 seconds. Actually, it says 1:03. So 1:03, the Wildcats attempted the onside kick. They were able to recover it. It was picked up a couple of big runs, and now the ball's down to the 41-yard line where it's second down. Second down and 9. Quinn is your quarterback. He has done an outstanding job here. Gets the snap, hands it off up the middle. It's dragging defenders down the field, and the Indians stack it up, and it's going to be just shy after a gain of 8 on the play. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and inches coming up here. Pearl River's going to rush.
Watch the clock stop.
I have no idea. And now the officials going to come up.
They're going to run a little time off, I think, here.
Yeah, there's some issues with the clock up here, so hopefully my clock says 47 seconds. Now, I didn't stop it. Well, I stopped it when the official blew the whistle, but we'll see what they put on the clock here. And they may say they want to measure this, maybe. They're looking down the line. They're showing a third down in one situation here. And now they are going to measure it. So, tough break for the Indians, especially here in Fulton as the clock stopped. And now the officials stop the clock. They're going to come out and measure this one here. And so now they're going to stretch the chains. Big time stretch here. And I think it's going to be about a half a football shy. Maybe not that much. Maybe even less. No, they're going to stretch it.
Yeah, you're right, Adam.
About a half a football shy. So it's going to bring up third down and half a yard here. And I think that's just the official saving grace.
Because of the clock.
After they stop the clock. And so now it's going to be 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches here for the Wildcats. What? They're adding more time. No way. No way do you add more time to the clock because it never stopped. So now they're going to add 5 seconds to the clock. My goodness, Pearl River getting all the breaks here from the official. And flags are down. And this could be false start.
Motion.
And so this could be a big-time penalty here. Finally, a break going the way of the Indians, if it is. And my goodness, neither one of these coaches are going to be happy with how sloppy this game has been played tonight. And so now they're going to back them up. So what went from a 3rd down and inches now is going to be a 3rd down and long 1.
Long 5.
Yeah, long 5.
3rd and 5.
I was trying to reset my counter there. So, and Coach Sean Cannon coming out to talk to the referee here. We're going to make sure. And so Cannon trying to get his troops fired up here. 3rd down and a long 5 for the Wildcats. Okay, so it requires a 10-second runoff as well.
So it'll be 41.3.
That's why Sean Cannon was out on the field, reminded the official.
It will be 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
And so the 10-second runoff makes it 41 seconds. And so now the official is going to talk this one over as the Pearl River coach came out and said something to the judge across the way. So, man, high drama in Fulton tonight. And the officials, sometimes they need a timeout and regather, Jim.
Evidently. You know, they've enjoyed visiting with each other tonight.
They have.
They've had a lot of meetings.
They may be talking about where they want to eat.
Now the clock's running. So
the clock is running. 3rd and 6. Hand off in the backfield. He's hit and knocked down. Big time play there by the Indians as that's Jarvis Hayes knifing into the backfield. Knocks him down at the 40-yard line. Timeout taken by the Wildcats. It's going to be a 4th down and 8 coming up here. 30 seconds remaining in the contest. We're going to take a quick timeout. Hear a word from Little Caesars and Joyce Pond back with more right after this.
The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message. Surrender to the toppings. Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And you can hear the ICC All-American Band fired up here. We do want to remind you, Choice Pawn is proud sponsor of ICC Athletics, with locations serving you in Tupelo and Fulton. It's your choice, and your best choice is Choice Pawn. ChoicePawn.com. Jim, this is your ball game.
This is the ball game.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. It's 4th down and 8. Now let's keep in mind they can still get that 1st down, and they do still have No timeouts left. 4th down and 8. Ball is at the 40. ICC leading 38-36. Pressure coming. Quinn is going to be hit. He's going to be dropped. And the Indians are going to find a way to survive tonight in Fulton. Wow, Jim.
Nice win,
What
Adam.
a big
Very
play.
nice win.
Gut check for the Indians. It hasn't been pretty, but now one of the favorite calls of any offensive coordinator coming in here is going to be that victory kneel.
No doubt about it.
Oh, my goodness. The Cardiac Kids with a big-time sack there, being brought to you by Sonic. We do remind you, ICC fans, don't forget you can download the new Sonic app or sign up for your exclusive text message specials from Sonic by texting Sonic 4389. That's Sonic 4389 to 876642. That's 876642. And the Indians going to come in and take a knee here, and they're going to find a way to hang on and win it 38-36 over the Wildcats. And Jim, this one has been exciting. Don't have to run another play, and ICC fans celebrate. The Indians win this one 38-36 over Pearl River. Boy, I tell you what, tip of your cap to Pearl River tonight. They came to Fulton, made that long trip up to 45. And boy, they fought, they clawed, but the Indians found a way to win it.
Good win, Adam. You know, they took a 10-point lead on us in the third quarter, and we came back with 17 consecutive points. Proud of our offense and defense, proud of the coaching staff. Thankful for our fans tonight, and especially Military Appreciation Night to get a big victory.
Absolutely. We're going to take an extended break, kind of catch our breath here in this one. We'll be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this. ICC wins it 38-36 over Pearl River. Back with more right after this.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back as you see the ICC football team celebrating with the chop there in front of the ICC All-American Band as we're entering the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins it by the final score of 38-36. In another instant classic, Jim, the Cardiac Kids find a way to win another close one.
Good win at home, Adam. We talked about it. You know, the offense and defense. You know, we didn't play tremendous football tonight, but we hung in there and found a way to win. I'm proud of the coaching staff, proud for our fans. A good win for the ICC Indians. As we mentioned, this is out of conference, but we're getting ready to get into the North Division for the rest of the games, the rest of the year.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at some Sonic scoring on the night, and it's been a lot of it. Not much of it was in the first half. The scoring started on a 24-yard field goal by Johnson. That was at the 8-12 mark of the first quarter. ICC answered with a 29-yard touchdown pass by Dan Ellington. He hit Honeycutt to make it 7-3 with 6:32 left in the first quarter. And then Pearl River did a great job, Jim. Converted a fumble or a muff punt into a 2-yard touchdown run by Quinn with 10 seconds left in the game. And that was your score at halftime, 10-7 in favor of Pearl River. And then about halfway through the third quarter, both offenses woke up in a big way. At the 9:39 mark, a 36-yard touchdown pass from Ellington to Salisbury made it 14-10 in favor of the Indians. And then it was all Pearl River at the 7:40 mark. It was an 8-yard run by Quinn, made it 17-14 Pearl River. Then it was a 50-yard pass after another turnover by the Indians. That was the 7:19 mark of the third quarter. and it was 24-14 Pearl River. But I tell you what, a guy that we may not get enough credit to tonight was Caleb Comer. He come in and drilled a 39-yard field goal with 4:01 left in the third quarter in a very pressure situation to make it 24-17.
Big-time field goal.
You see the Indians talking with Coach Sean Cannon there. Then we move to the fourth quarter. It's 13-12 left in the fourth quarter. Dickens scores on a 2-yard run. That tied us up at 24 each. 11:09 left in the fourth quarter. It was a 10-yard touchdown pass from Ellington to Williams. Made it 31-24. The Indians battled back from a 10-point deficit to take a 31-24 lead. Then it was a 1-yard touchdown run by Pearl River, but the kick was no good. Left it a 31-30 contest. And then ICC gets a 5-yard touchdown run at the 3:19 mark by Dan Ellington to make it 38-30. And at the 1:32 mark, it was a 17-yard pass by Pearl River. The 2-point conversion was no good as it was denied by Quinshea Hurd. And that will obviously be a nominee for our Renaissance Bank Water Play Wednesday Play of the Week. Hurd was able to bat that one down. Pearl River got the onside kick, drove down, but the Indians defense forced them into a long situation, pinned their ears back, got a sonic sack to end the ball game, took the knee on the victory.
Adam, big win. One that we needed, getting ready to go back in North Division play. One that we needed, being home with this crowd here. You know, we have great crowds all the time, but it helps when you win, they come back.
Mm-hmm.
And more people come back. So it was a good win for the team tonight. Give us a little momentum. We're 2-3, still 1-1, of course, in the division, but a big win over a nice football team. Pearl River's got a good-looking football team. Good win tonight at home. Get ready for next Thursday night when we get back in North Division.
38-36 is your score. We're going to take a break and come back with more of the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on FM 95 Sports. And let's go ICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC victorious 38-36. We're joined in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth by Coach Sean Cannon. Sean, the guys found a way. It wasn't pretty, but at the end of the night, we got the W.
Yeah, you know, all that matters is W's and L's. 1 point, 2 points, or 50, doesn't matter. They all count the same. You know, I thought we came out flat in the first half. You know, and credit Pearl River. Good football team. I knew they were. I mean, they played Hines tough. You know, turned the ball over a bunch against them. It would have been a different ball game. You know, took Northwest, you know, to the wire, and then beat a good Northeast team early in the year, and then, you know, had their way with East Central. And, you know, we give our kids credit. You know, I thought we found a way to win. You know, we capitalized on a lot of turnovers, got some points off of those, and I told the defense we got to win this ball game, and that was when it was 14 to whatever, you know. I said, we're going to have to win this game. I don't know when it's coming. We got to win this game. And, you know, hats off to the kids, just playing hard, you know. And that's one thing I challenged them to have. Just come out and play hard, you know. Just play excited, and, you know, and they did. Of course, you know, Pearl, give them credit. They fought hard. You know, I got a lot of respect for their football coach. He coaches them the way they're supposed to be coached. And classic JUCO football game.
Absolutely, Coach. I thought Forsythe played maybe one of his best games of the year. Didn't get in the end zone, but did a lot of work tonight to make us be able to find a way to win this ball game.
He did, and the thing about it is, they've kind of took the East Mississippi game plan a little bit, trying to make us run the football, taking away our passing and things like that. And they took Terry away a lot in the first half there, and but Dan really wasn't as sharp as he was until he came out in the second half, and that was kind of our challenge to them. But I thought Forsythe ran the ball hard all night. I saw them getting up off the ground a whole lot, but just credit the way he practices and everything, and it's so good to see him have some success like he did.
Our play of the game was Quinshea Hurd batting down that 2-point conversion. Saw the tight end break loose, went back with him instead of pursuing the quarterback, knocked it down, and that was the difference in the game.
We went man coverage, and I told him, I said, I said, look, we're going. I said they're going to play those two tight ends. I said you got to make sure you eyeball them, and I didn't even see what kind of route it was, but and of course, thank goodness they false started to back them up to 4th and 9, and we come get the sack. But that was just just kind of one of those gut feelings I had. I said, hey, let's we've been kind of running it all night a little bit, and I thought their running backs were probably the best set of backs that we played all year,
yes.
and I thought it all during the week. I told our kids, I said, guys, these are some really, really, and 4 out of 5 out-of-state offensive linemen. I mean, over 300 plus. And I told them, I said, guys, we're going to have to play, because we're not blessed with a lot of size, is what those guys had. And I said, hey, we're going to have our work cut out for us, and they just got to leaning on us, and but give their quarterback credit, coming in and making some runs, and it's just you play these teams that run. I mean, look at our quarterback; he gives people fits too. These running quarterbacks just give you a fit, and but thank goodness these kids got a victory under their belt. That's what we needed, and I was proud of their effort.
Well, Coach, I know Miss Pat's listening on FM 95 Sports on her drive back home.
She's right down there. She's still on the sideline. Yeah, she's gonna make sure she sees me.
Say my sister comes up here with her, so she was going to make sure that
she's down there too. I see her too.
So real quick, just a shout out to everybody that supported the Indians. Great night, military appreciation night here on campus.
Oh man, helicopter coming in, and and the pregame festivities, and I didn't get to see the fireworks, but I did hear them. Heard them outside, and we had fireworks of our own in our locker room there. But I told Dr. Allen, I said, hey. Nobody should leave this park until it says 000, because we like to make them interesting. But I'm so proud of our kids, the way they played, and and just find a way to win. And these I remember John Williams, when I first got here, talked to me about junior college football, and he said, man, wins are so hard to come by. When you got a chance to get them, there's something special. And I really at the time But now I do see his point of view where he was in my seat. These wins are hard to come by. And these football teams are, that's what I told their head coach. I said, Coach, it's classic junior college football right here. I mean, it's down to the wire and, tooth and nail, and plus gets rid of our South Division now. And now we've got 4 games ahead of us that are all division games for us.
Absolutely. Well, the Cardiac Kids win again. 38-36 your final score. Coach Sean Cannon, appreciate you taking time. Hey, let's go celebrate.
No problem. Appreciate y'all.
We'll be back with more of the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on FM 95 Sports and Let's Go ICCTV.com.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins at 38-36 in dramatic fashion over Pearl River. Jim, a big-time win for the Indians. Your final thoughts before we wrap up the Renaissance Bank postgame report.
Adam, we found a way. It wasn't pretty. Offense and defense at certain times looked great, certain times they didn't look great. But we hung together. Our kicking game came through the night. Big-time field goal by Comer. And the crowd got into the game. It was a special night, military appreciation night, and we found a way at the end to win the ball game 38-36. So forget about the things you didn't do well. Yeah. Just remember you got the W at the end of the day.
And that's going to do it for this presentation of ICC Athletics on FM 95 Sports, powered by Let'sGoICCTV.com. Remember, next Thursday here on FM 95 Sports and Let'sGoICCTV.com, the Indians will step back inside division play as we host the rivals of Northeast. The First American National Bank opening kickoff is scheduled for 7 with a Choice Pond pregame show coming your way at 6:40. We'd like to say a special thank you to Miss Tina Harlow back in the studios in Amory. Remember, you can listen to the hits of yesterday every day on FM 95 and FM95radio.com. You want to be sure and tune in tomorrow night as the Amory Panthers will be playing, I think, maybe Itawamba AHS.
I believe that's correct.
In Amory, kickoff set for 7 o'clock there. For camera operators, Austin Blansett, Raphael Henry, social media operator, Cal Brown, photographer, Lee Adams, my sidekick, and ICC Foundation Director, Mr. Jim Ingram. Remember, you can find out how you can help support Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu. I'm Adam Gore saying good night from Fulton. The Indians win it 38-36 over Pearl River. Have a blessed night, and as always, Roll Tribe.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.